This is a network called CPA Grip. You can see the amount of money that has been paid out to me on this particular network. And all the money on this account, this particular account, was made through free traffic. From the first cent to the amount of money you're seeing now was made through all free traffic. This is another network here called Golden Goose. This one is a type of CPA network where they have MVAS offers. What MVAS offers are mobile value added services where people can use their SIM cards or their phones to subscribe to something to prove that they are real humans. So that works because they know that when that person subscribes, they're going to make their money back in the long run. So it's just a cost per action type thing. It's a type of offer. So now that I've shown you this right here, let me show you OG ads. OG ads is another one that I've used as well. I'm still using it till today. So I'm going to go ahead and reload my CPA Group account. I'm going to go ahead and reload my Golden Goose account. I'm going to go ahead and reload my OG ads account. These are different independent CPA networks. And why I took my time to show you some money in these accounts and reload my screen to show you that I am real. I know the business. So what I'm saying here is that what you're about to watch is the most complete training you're going to find on using free traffic methods for CPA marketing in today's era anywhere on the internet. So I'm telling you to take notes, pick up a piece of paper and a pen just like I have here. Take notes on the things that you're going to learn. Take notes on the things that you're going to do. Come up with your own ideas. If you're watching something and you miss, please go back and watch again. It's going to be a very extensive video. So please pay close attention, kill all distractions, focus for once and stick to one business model for a long stretch of time. That is how you get massive results. That is how you get exceptional results. To other people, then they're going to be looking at you like, oh man, how is he so successful? He must be so lucky. They do not understand the amount of studying and the amount of work that you've done. What I'm saying is that you should pay close attention right now because we are about to get started. Depending on what platform you're watching this video training on, tap like, share with your friends, copy the link, share with people, tell them to come and watch. People who are looking for money, people who want income. Let's get into the video. Now, the free traffic CPA marketing reality. That's what we want to discuss. So what is CPA marketing? First of all, we need to start from there to ensure that everyone is on the same page. So I'm going to go ahead and explain. Now, CPA marketing is really simple. It is a business model where there is companies right here on this end. So let's say that this box right here represents a lot of companies. These companies could be companies like Google, companies like Microsoft, companies like a local law firm in New York City, companies like a local plumbing agency in, let's say, South Africa, or even health insurance companies, car insurance companies, just different companies around the world. They use CPA marketing because they've seen that it is a cheaper and more effective type of marketing where when you get them a lead means someone that has declared intent, someone that has declared intentions for a specific type of service or a specific type of product. Let me give you a proper example. Let's say that there's a company that sells glasses like this. I have this little glass right here, and they know that if they get 10 people who get eye problem to come into their company and make an inquiry, that they are going to make 2 sales out of every 10 people. They've been doing the business for years. They have their numbers dialed in. And let's say they sell the glasses for $1,000 each. That means each time they get 10 people, they have a chance of making $2,000 to $3,000 in sales. That is why it makes sense for these companies to go out there and pay a CPA network some money and say, each lead you get us that is interested in eye problem, someone that has eye problem that lives in a certain location, we're gonna pay you maybe $2 or $3 or $1 or 50 cents or 10 cents or any amount of money. The money varies, the money fluctuates depending on the countries, because as you all know, different people in different countries have different development levels, different poverty levels, different levels of spending. Some countries are filled with poor people who have no money. Some countries are filled with rich people who have a lot of money, and that makes it plausible. That makes it logical for these companies to sometimes choose to pay more for maybe someone in the United States or someone in the UK as opposed to someone from a country like Zimbabwe or a country like Nigeria or a country like Mozambique, something of that sort. So the money you're going to make is going to vary from country to country, from place to place. And before I continue talking, there's going to be dogs barking in the background, but I believe my voice is going to be way louder than the dogs' voices. There's a lot of big dogs barking and there's nothing I can do to them. So just bear with me here. We're going to get past that very soon. So to continue, that is how these companies think. It is very important for you to understand these businesses inside out so that you do not go out there and continue wasting your time, because if you go to social media, people are going to willingly waste your time for free. People that don't even know, they've not made any real money with CPA marketing. They are trying to teach CPA marketing because they've seen that people who talk about CPA marketing get views. Don't listen to all those people. Just listen to me. I know it's gonna sound weird, but just listen to me. That's just the truth. That's all I can say. You just listen to me. That's the best way for you to get results. So that is how the companies think. So as I explained, the companies pay money to something called CPA network. So this CPA networks could be things like OG ads right here. You can see OG ads, Max Bounty right here, Golden Goose or GG, whatever you might want to call it, CPA Grip, and there's a whole lot more. There's a whole lot more out there. There's a lot of different CPA networks out there that's going to pay you money for leads. I've explained what a lead is. I've explained why these companies are willing to pay that money. And where you now come in is we are the guys that's trying to make money online. We are the people that's trying to build an income with marketing skills. This is me and you. We then come to CPA networks, and then the CPA networks approve us, and then they approve us into different offers that we can then promote. Sometimes they give you a cap. A cap means that, okay, you can bring only 100 leads a day or 200 leads a day. Why they do that is because this is real business. If the companies right here, these guys right here, are not making the money, they are not gonna have any money to pay the networks, and the networks are not gonna have any money to pay you. You need to understand how this stuff works. That's why when I see people out there on the internet trying to lie and trying to tell you things like, hey, go and do some fake self-clicking or all those nonsense, it breaks my heart because I know the business inside out. It is not going to work. The moment you start sending fake leads or any of those things, it's very easy for the network to know. The company is going to know, the company is going to complain to the network, and the network is going to kick you off the network. You're going to get out of the network and you're never coming back unless you're using a fake identity or someone else's identity. So you just want to learn the real stuff, do the real stuff, build credibility, make the money for real. It's better to just learn the skill once as opposed to running around in circles, running away from the elephant. So before we get into the whole ocean that we're going to get into right now and start talking about the deep things one by one and make sure you get the full blueprint and the click-by-click methods on everything you need to do to have a full free traffic CPA marketing business running for yourself from wherever you are in the world right now, I want to first of all clear up some misconceptions and show you guys what the Education Project Online communities is really about and what the brand is really about. So the misconception I want to clear is the misconception of thinking that we sell courses or that we sell information or all these things like most of the other brands you see out there. The Education Project Online brand has evolved from an old brand, an older brand, where we had a whole lot of following that we got blackballed around the entire internet. So that forced us to create a space where we keep things that cannot be on media, public platforms like this, and that is where the Education Project Online community is coming. If you go to our website, Education Project Online, you're going to see this video here. There's a video here that you're going to watch, and when you watch that video, below it are all these buttons where you can join communities. So we have a lot of different communities for a lot of different topics. For example, the video you're watching now is about CPA marketing using free traffic. This particular community here that's on this button that says CPA marketing free traffic is the community for this. So when you go into this community, like when you click on here, this button here, like after watching this video here, you click on the button and you get in there. Let me show you what the community looks like on the inside. So here is the CPA marketing free traffic Education Project Online community. So if you go to where it says community resources, you're going to see a lot of videos here. These videos have been recorded for people inside the community. For example, the video you're watching now is very valuable. What we're giving you here is something that people are going to charge you money and give you less in their online courses because they don't care. They just want to record courses and be on their way. They don't really care about you. But if you look here, you're going to see that there's a lot of videos here. There's even a 16-hour video, guys. Where have you seen a 16-hour video before? There's a 16-hour video that I taught something. So I just wanted to show you guys what you get inside the community. And if you look here, you can see that there's various channels where students are talking. The community lounge, the place where people start, the feedbacks and fixing channel, the setup, progress, ideas, and try. Like there's a lot of places here you can go and talk. If you go to community lounge, like you can see this student here, Andrew Green, is saying, "Did you read my comments?" He's asking me if I read his comments because I was helping him set up some things. He asked me some questions. I was responding to him. I sent him a voice message response. I've even recorded a video for him and the other students. I'm just showing you. This is another student here called Linus. So there's a couple students coming in here and people are making progress. So I'm just showing you this to clear the air. We don't sell courses, we don't sell information. The information that you're getting here is exactly what people are going to charge you money for. The only difference is that things that we can put out here, we'll keep it in there, and then access to me when people want to ask me questions, get me to look at their stuff and all, they go in there because my time is extremely valuable. I cannot just be on YouTube or Instagram or any social media platform out there answering comments.
So when you're done watching this video here and you decide by yourself that you need someone to look at what you're doing and correct you and tell you when you're making mistakes, then that is when you go into the Education Project Online communities. It is not a compulsory thing. You don't have to come in. The information you're going to get here is enough. But if you want to come in, you visit the link that you see on the screen, https://www.educationproject.online. And when you visit the link, watch the video there, then below it, there's a lot of communities you can join. There's a lot of business models you can do that work that I have a hang of. I'm a master at them. So I can confidently guide you towards success without charging extreme prices like most people do. So one thing I push for also for people who want to join the communities is that when joining the communities, please don't just be on the mindset of that you're just going to come for 30 days and you're going to become successful. Sometimes you can become successful in 30 days depending on your experience level, depending on what you already know, depending on what you already have going on. But most people, that's not going to be the reality. I'm one of the guys that's going to come here and lie to you and all. So understand that, and when you visit the site, watch the video here and click on the community you want to join below here. Just click here. It's going to take you to the checkout. Then you get into the community and you have access to all those things that I showed you now. You even have the ability to ask your own questions. Tag me. I'm going to see your message. I'm going to respond to you. I'm going to record videos for you if need be. If I do not need to record videos for you specifically, I can point you to videos that have been recorded for the particular issue you are having, or answers that have been written for the particular issue you're having. So now that I've explained exactly what the communities are for and what's going on inside the communities, I'm now going to go ahead and explain what Education Project Online is about. So Education Project Online is a movement that has been birthed from censorship. So we've been censored on a lot of media platforms. So we decided to go against the grain. And that's why we started this brand. We have the backspace, which is the communities for different topics, different methods of generating real revenue with the internet. And when you go to these communities, you can be a member, you can ask questions, you can learn. But on the public part of the internet, we give out the best, the most detailed content when it comes to generating real income using the internet. We give it out for free. The things that people sell is what we give out here. The only things that you're not going to find are things that are kind of gray hat in the middle of white hat and black hat. So we can't be talking about those things on platforms where they are not allowed. So that is what Education Project Online is all about. It's all about giving education to the average person on the internet, because there's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of misinformation when it comes to the world of generating money online, because people do not know where to go, people do not know where to start, people get defrauded, people get into the wrong places, but we're here to correct that. So now that you've understood that, the links to everything, both Education Project Online and other things we're going to talk about in this tutorial, is going to be pinned below in the pinned comment section below, and it's also going to be on the screen at different intervals in the video. So make sure you pay very close attention. And now that you understand all that, let's continue.
Better to take the bull by the horn once and for all and be the guy who knows how to do the business for real. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I'm giving you the reality right here. I'm trying to make you understand how CPA marketing works. I'm trying to make you understand why you should not be doing any of those fake things out there. I'm trying to make you understand what you're going to need to do if you want to go the free traffic route. Something that you're going to need to know is that when you come to these networks here, a lot of these networks are not going to approve just anybody, because they do not want fraud. They have a reputation to uphold with the companies that work with them. They have a reputation to uphold for themselves to keep on going. If they just allow anybody and their grandmas to come into their networks and do anything, the companies are not going to be making money, because when people hear of the fact that you can get paid without selling anything, people start thinking all the bad things. That's what most people do. That's why most of these networks don't just allow anybody. OG Ads is not going to allow just anybody to come into their networks. Max Bounty is not going to allow anybody to come into their network. These are two strict networks. But these other two here, Golden Goose and CPA Grip, they kind of allow people playing. So now that you've understood why you shouldn't be doing anything fake, first of all, now that you've understood the concept of why CPA marketing even pays you money without needing you to sell, the next thing you're going to need to understand is the reality of using free traffic for CPA marketing. Now, let me go into a network like Max Bounty. So having come into Max Bounty here, you can see that these are real companies. For example, this is Shopify. Shopify right here is going to pay you cost per sale. You see this one, AARP. When people come here and shop, they're going to pay you $15 per lead for people from the United States. I'm showing you this so that you get to see the inside of a network. An example of what these offers look like. You can see this is Amazon Music. When people sign up for a 30-day free trial in US, Mexico, and Brazil, you get paid $4.50 per lead for a trial. Now, this is why these guys don't allow anybody into their networks, because when they allow people who are just scammers, these scammers are just going to come into the networks and start sending a lot of fake free trials. I'm trying to make you understand that it's easy for them to spot people like you if that is your intention, and you're going to get banned, you're going to get kicked off the offer, if not the network, and you're not going to be allowed in ever again unless you're using a fake identity, which you're still going to get caught for, because most of these guys even call you, they chat with you. Don't worry, I'm still going to get to the point where we talk about how to get access to this network so that you understand everything perfectly. Now that you've seen the inside of a network, I want to go ahead and explain the reality of using free traffic so that you understand what it would take to do free traffic the right way, because that's the point of this video here, to give you the reality. Now, how does free traffic CPA marketing work? Let me go ahead and explain. Free traffic CPA marketing works a different way. Here, you're trying to either post or grow an audience. You are trying to either build your own traffic up, either by posting content or by building an email list or by DMing people or by writing strategic comments online. There's a lot of different free traffic methods you could do, but you are not spending money on traffic. You're spending your time to do things that's going to get you traffic. Now, the reality with free traffic is there is two ways you can do it. You can totally go and take an offer. Let me go into CPA Grip right here and just show you guys an example. So coming to CPA Grip here, you can see offers. This one says get the latest gaming browser on Opera GX. This one says open the Just Play app. This one says bid one to claim $100 Dunkin' Donuts gift card. This one says enter for a chance at an Amazon $100 gift card. This one says open the Moneywell app. So you can see the amount of money that these companies or whoever is running this CPA offers is willing to pay. This one is willing to pay $4 for someone from the US who is using a desktop to do this. This one is a mobile install from an Apple device. This means that this person has to install the Just Play mobile app. You're gonna get paid $1.62 for that, because they must have known that, okay, when we get a user who is an iOS user who is from the United States, we normally make this amount of money from them. That's why they'll be willing to pay you $1.62 for an install. They now know as a company that, okay, if we get 1 million installs from real CPA marketers, people who know what they're doing, which I'm about to teach you how to know what you're doing, they know that, okay, we've spent $1.6 million, we might end up generating $5 million from that. That's how these companies think. That's why I'm telling you that if you're coming here with the mentality of, oh, I'm gonna go ahead send a lot of fake installs on something, they are gonna find out, because the fake installs is not gonna spend any money. You understand that? These are the mistakes that keep people stuck. They keep going around in circles instead of just putting their heads down and doing one thing well. So these are examples of offers. You can see the conversion rates on these offers right here. So if you were to go with the free traffic mentality of promoting one offer, you are going to have to find people who are using iOS devices. You're going to have to find people who are in the United States at the same time who are using iOS devices, and then they're going to have to install the app before you make this $1 right here. So it's hard to do that with free traffic, because these companies are mostly specific with the kind of installs or the kind of leads or the kind of downloads or the kind of people that they want. They are very specific. So doing this with free traffic is really not scalable. But some people still try to lie to themselves and try to go into Facebook groups and keep on DMing people and all. You do not know whether the person you are DMing is even in the United States. You do not know whether he or she is using an iOS device. You do not know whether he or she would even be interested in installing an app. And how many people are you going to DM? Let's face the reality here. DMs can work, but it can work in a certain type of way. I'm going to show you how to set things up, because as I said, what we give you here at Education Project Online is tippy top. We cut out all the nonsense. You just go straight to the money. You go straight to what is working. You start getting results. All you're going to have is productive questions like, okay, Hustle, this is the issue I have. How do I fix this? How do I fix that? Then I can help you. Just be sure that the information I'm giving you here is going to work. When I tell you to do something a certain type of way, go and do it that certain type of way. There's reasons for that, because I've done a lot of things. I've been doing this thing since I was a kid. I've done a lot. It's really a lot. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, what I'm trying to say here is that trying to promote offers one by one is a no-no. You cannot promote offers one by one. The right way, the best way to approach free traffic CPA marketing is to use content lockers. So I'm drawing a padlock right here so that you understand. Why a content locker is perfect for free traffic is because you can send a lot of traffic and the people are going to sort themselves out. They're going to sort themselves out in the sense that when the person goes there, and let me say, for example, you have a channel about eye problem or a TikTok page where you talk about people who have eye problem, who want better eye health, and you guys are doing a glass giveaway. You guys want to give away 10 $1,000 glasses. You can just be sending people there, and then people, when they go there, there is a way you're going to set it up that based on the phone the person is using, based on the person's location, the person's IP address, based on the best offer that is going to convert for that person, the CPA network themselves is then going to show the person what offer they would have to complete to then get access to the page where they can then enter for the giveaway. Do you understand what I just said now? I don't think you did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and explain better. So to explain better, I'm going to try to do it visually on the screen here. So let's just say that instead of going out there and trying to send traffic individually to this thing here, like trying to send traffic to these people or trying to tell people, claim your $100 Nike gift card now, the ideal thing to do with free traffic is to have a free traffic source that you've built up that has people who have similar interests. They have something that keeps them together. That's why you have to pick a niche. Don't worry, we're still going to get to that. I'm just trying to give you guys a reality of how to do free traffic CPA marketing in today's world. So let's say you've built up a group of people here who are interested in a particular topic. Let's just use another example, a different example. Let's say you've built a channel about people who come to look for picks. What picks are? Sports betting picks. Like when, let's say, Liverpool and Chelsea has a match today, you go ahead and make a video about your predictions, what you feel is going to happen between Liverpool and Chelsea, and you keep doing that. When, let's say, Real Madrid and Barcelona has a match, you do that. So that way you're building a brand of people who are interested in sports. You see what I'm saying? That way you have a load of traffic loaded into this place, and you can then find something that is appealing to these people, something that they would want to go and get. When you tell them get this for free, they would be like, yes, I want to get that for free, because you know what they are interested in, you know what they would want to get access to. Then you lock that thing that they would want to get access to behind a wall, and then when they click to go and get the thing from your traffic source, you tell them, hey, before you continue, you're gonna need to pick an offer here and complete, so that we will be sure you're real, because there's a lot of bot traffic on the internet, so it's plausible. One thing to do is you have to always pre-frame people. There's something called pre-framing, putting people in the right state of mind, telling them what they are going to see before they click your link, so that when they click your link, they are not surprised. When someone is coming from, let's say, maybe your channel, and you've told them that, hey, when you click the link below, you're going to get my top picks for today. When they click that link below and they come and it's a content locker right here, your content locker can then rotate based on who the person is, look for offers from OG Ads, from Max Bounty, from Golden Goose, from CPA Grip, from all the CPA networks out there. There's a lot where we are still going to get to that later on. But your CPA locker can then rotate and find the offer that will suit that person best. The person completes the offer, gets access to the picks. And you see how this funnel that I just showed you here works right now. That way, it is scalable, because you can literally be getting 10,000 views on YouTube, just YouTube alone. You can be getting 10,000 views on TikTok. You can get views on Facebook. You can get views anywhere on x.com. That's Twitter. You can get views everywhere, like everywhere. This thing is plenty. It's big. It's not just small. You can do this thing a lot of different ways. You can go a lot of different ways with this. So let's say you're getting 10,000 people on a YouTube channel where you talk about sports betting, talk about matches, and you want to give away free picks. Out of these 10,000 people that watch every 48 hours or every 24 hours, let's say 5,000 of them, or let's even say 1,000 of them choose to click on your link. And out of that 1,000, let's say like 20% convert. That's 200 conversions. You see that easily you are at a point where if you're getting paid $1.50 per person, you're already chasing $300 a day, as opposed to going into DMs and DMing people. You don't even know the person's device type. You don't even know the person's real location, because people can fake their locations online, especially on Facebook, where there's a lot of scammers and all. So this is the only way to go. Build up a traffic source that has a group of people in it, have things that is desirable to them, and then tell them that they should go and get those things. But while telling them, make sure you tell them that, hey, it is locked. There's a lot of bot traffic on the internet. We need to ensure it's only real users on our site. And there's a lot of ways to do that. We're going to set everything up. I'm going to show you how to set things up right here. It's really simple, so that when you're done watching this, you're going to even come up with your own ideas. I'm going to tell you different ideas. The way I just give you this sports betting example now, it is something that can work seamlessly, perfectly with CPA marketing, because people are watching those prediction videos because they want to know who's going to win. So when you tell them that, hey, I have the best selection for you to bet on in the Real Madrid versus Barcelona match that's going to happen this night, a lot of people are going to run into your video because of the high search volume, the high amount of people who are interested in sports. They are going to go ahead and try to unlock that thing. And when you have a good conversion rate, you're going to be making money in a scalable manner with free traffic, as opposed to trying to DM people or do all those fake self-clicking stuff. Those things annoy me. They actually annoy me. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a very honest person. They annoy me seeing those things online, seeing a bunch of kids just talking trash because they don't actually want to work. They are looking for easy money. There is easy money, but easy money only becomes easy when you do the hard work in the beginning. You understand? That's just the fact. That's how things work in the real world. And now that I've explained these things here, I hope it's making sense to you. The simple point that I'm trying to make here is that instead of trying to DM people one by one or do all those things where it's not scalable, it's better to just use content locking with CPA marketing when you're trying to use free traffic. That is the best way to go. There are still other ways to do CPA marketing with free traffic, but those ones, it's really hard for you to know who is who and what is what. So doing something where you build up traffic and then you're routing them through a locker, a content locker, is the best way to do free traffic CPA marketing. I'm going to tell you for free. I'm not going to tell you anything that is not going to work, because I've done this stuff. I'm in the ground, I'm in the weeds, I'm in the forest of the business. I'm cutting the bushes, doing the stuff, so you don't have to go through all that nonsense anymore. Now that we've talked about this, the next thing we're going to have to talk about here is what you are going to need. What will you need to make this thing work? Now, here's the things you're going to need. You're going to need access to a couple CPA networks. When you have access to a couple CPA networks, the next thing you're going to need is a content locker tool. I'm going to show you the software that I use myself. It's very few in the market. This kind of things is very few. Just like trackers for ads, there's not a lot of tracking companies out there because people don't even pay for ads. A lot of people don't run ads. Just a few people that do those kind of businesses. So you're going to need access to a content locker tool. The next thing you're going to need to have access to is traffic. And then the next thing you're going to need is a domain that ranks. Don't mind my bad handwriting. I'm actually trying to draw things out on my screen for you, but I'm making sense. That's the important thing. I'm passing a message to you. So just don't criticize my ugly handwriting. Just focus on what you need to focus on. So literally, you guys can see that when you have a CPA network or a set of CPA networks, you can pull offers from there, so that no matter where someone is coming from in the world, they get to see an offer that's going to work for them, that's going to show up for them to complete, to prove that they are real humans before they then get access to whatever you've locked. You need access to a content locker tool to help you detect, okay, this person is from, let's say, South Africa. Let's show him this offer. This person is from India. Let's show him this offer. This person is from the United States. Let's show him this offer. This person is from Bangladesh. Let's show him this offer. And then it's the same content locker tool that knows, okay, this person has completed this offer. Give him his file or give him access to whatever URL you lock, because you can lock files, you can lock links. These are the two things you can lock. So next thing you're gonna need is traffic. So traffic is needed. You need to build up your traffic. I'm gonna show you guys a lot of different routes to go. The next thing you're gonna need is your own domain name, a domain name that ranks. Why you need a domain name that ranks on Google is because it's easier and more trustworthy to tell people and say, hello, go to Google and type in so and so domain, or just search for so and so thing on Google. It's more authentic when people find things on Google, and that way it increases your conversion rate. People trust it more as opposed to just seeing a link somewhere, some weird link somewhere or something of that sort. So these are the things you need to get this thing working. And I'm going to walk you through most of everything here. I'm going to walk you through how to set everything up. I'm gonna walk you through how to connect everything together so that you have a working system. I believe you've understood what CPA marketing really is, why you should not be doing anything shady. The content locker tool that I use myself costs $17 a month. A domain name costs like $10 a year or $11 a year. I'm going to show you everything, how to set everything up, connect everything. Then I'm going to show you how to connect your domain to Google Search Console so that people can find your CPA domain on Google search engine or any other search engine out there, and we'll have everything together. Then I'm going to show you ways that you can build your traffic up to have a working system. We're going to get to the money. I'm going to give you guys a couple of intuitive examples that you can actually take out there and build off of. So as you already know, content locking is the route to go because it gives you the ability to monetize all types of traffic. You can literally see, okay, I'm getting clicks from South Africa, I'm getting clicks from the UK, I'm getting clicks from Zimbabwe, I'm getting clicks from Tanzania, I'm getting clicks from Australia, I'm getting clicks from the United States of America. Then you can know, okay, I want people that's coming from US to see this offer. Now, let me just explain the key concept you need to understand. Once you understand this thing, it's going to make your journey very smooth. So what you should be looking for is a niche. Start from the niche. When you find a niche, then you move to the desirable thing that the people in that niche would want to get past a locker for. Because if you miss any of them, if you get the wrong type of niche, you are going to put yourself in a position where you're not even getting enough views to reach your income goals. So you find a traffic source, for example, sports betting, building a sports betting brand. It doesn't have to be a proper brand like that, like just an account, a social media account, maybe on TikTok or on Instagram or X or Threads or even Facebook or YouTube. Anywhere at all, these things can work. But don't make the mistake of trying to do all platforms at the same time. If you're doing short form, your short form content can go out on a lot of platforms, fine and good. You can totally choose to post the same content on a lot of different platforms and keep the same name, keep it consistent. But if you're trying to make a video for YouTube, make a video for Facebook, make a video for this and that, you're gonna overwork yourself. And remember, the goal here is to get to the money as fast as possible. So when you find a niche right here on this side, that's step number one on how scalable funnels should work. You need to ensure that the niche has people searching. You need to ensure that you can compete in that niche. You need to ensure that the people that are there are not gonna crush you. Then you need to ensure that you can make the kind of content that is needed to promote your CPA offers. And it's always better to go for things that are compoundable. What I mean by compoundable is go for niches that are evergreen, so that when you post stuff right there, it keeps getting views and keeps getting views. That way you're building your income. You're not just waking up every day and working till whenever. You have a plan. You can tell yourself, okay, if I have these 100 videos done, this 100 videos is going to be sending at least 10,000 people to my CPA funnel every day. And all you really need is a few files or even one file. You can totally use one file or one URL or one giveaway that you're doing. You can totally use just one and send a lot of traffic to that place and then get it to work for you. So that's the first pillar of how. So having a good niche that you thought of, you took time to think of and research on, is literally one of the first pillars. The second pillar is the thing that the people are gonna want. For example, let's say that people who play PS5 is what you want to target. You can totally build a channel, of a faceless channel or a faceless account on TikTok or anywhere about PS5 gameplays, how to do certain things and all those things. You can totally do this for different games. It could be FIFA, it could be Mortal Kombat, it could be a racing game, it could be God of War, it could be anything at all. As long as it has people interested in it, you then need to ask yourself, what will these people that I am about to get their attention on my channel be willing to fill out an offer for? What would they be willing to fill out an offer for? Let's say, for example, you're about to record a video about how to score free kicks inside of FIFA PS5 or PS6 or PS7 or whatever PlayStation, you understand, just a game. You can totally create a file that's gonna have extended information, maybe with screenshots and arrows and markings, something that's better than what's out there. And then you can have these two things. These are the two things that's going to make up a successful campaign with free traffic CPA marketing in today's world. Once you have the traffic where there's interest and then you create the desirable thing that everybody's going to want, all you're going to have to do is put the locker in between and continuously post. Don't stop posting, but post strategically, post good stuff. That is why you would have to do some niche analysis in the beginning, so that when you're picking a niche, you do not go ahead and pick a niche that is too competitive, that is way too aggressive. where the people there are pros. They're gonna crush you when it comes to views and ranking and all those things. Although there is gray hat methods we can use to outrank anybody, but it's gonna cost a tad bit of money. This is what's gonna make up a funnel. These 3 pillars. Pillar 1 is the niche you pick. Pillar 2 is the desirable thing that people are going to want to fill out offers to get access to. This thing can come in form of a file, maybe cheat codes for games, uncommon strategies for games, maybe prompts for certain AI tools, maybe a printable file that people can print out and use. Like, it could come in different ways, and then all you need to do is place a locker in between and put your offers. That is basically how a scalable funnel should work, so that way all your attention is focused on getting more traffic and more traffic and more traffic. At this point right here, everything spits out money for you at the end of the day. That's how this thing should work. So now that I've further driven home the point here on how these scalable CPA funnels should work, the next thing we're gonna have to do now is go ahead and talk about real life examples. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you real life examples here and explain how these examples could work out, so that you kind of get a better understanding of what to do, what to build. Because when you're building your stuff, I would like everybody to show me, say, hey Hustle, this is what I've done, this is what I plan to do. Do you feel it's gonna work and all? So a simple example that you can actually use is, for example, a PDF on the anatomy of the female sexual organ. This might sound weird to you, but I'm just trying to show you examples of very, very desirable stuff. There's a lot of men, a horde of men out there that do not know how to properly handle a woman in bed and all those kind of things. So that creates a scenario where you could totally take advantage of that. Build a channel or a TikTok page or a Facebook page or a Twitter x.com page, anything at all. It could be any free traffic source that works, that you see that other people are getting views in that niche. And then as you're getting these people's attention, you already know that a lot of these men would always want to get this file. So all you have to do is tell them, go and download this file, but know that when you get there, you're going to need to verify that you're a human, because the site has an anti-bot protection. So you need to do something to prove you're a human, so that they know before they go there. That way you can totally focus on posting videos like clitoris tutorial. That way you're going to be getting people's attention, and you have something desirable that is free, and then they go to download, you make money. This is just one real life example. Another real life example is acne. Like acne, you know, people have acne. I used to have a lot of acne as a kid, so a lot of people struggle with acne. You can totally be sending all these people to an acne file or an acne case study file, a PDF file. Don't worry, you're gonna see me set up a funnel real life. You're gonna see how everything is gonna play out, how everything is gonna look when you set up a funnel in the real world. Now, another real life example, because my goal here is to give you a lot of ideas, because people lack ideas. I want to give you real life stuff that can work. You can totally build a channel where you just talk about iPhone tips and tricks. As we all know, iPhones is a big niche. A lot of human beings have iPhones. Android phones is their own niche too, but people that use iPhones usually want to know stuff about their iPhones. So you can talk about iPhone camera settings, iPhone video settings, how to shoot to make it look cinematic and other things, and create a file or a set of files that people would want, and keep sending them there or keep telling them about it, so that when they Google it, they find you. That's why you have to own your own domain, and that's why you have to make your domain rank. Like I said, I'm going to show you how to set it all up. You're going to see me set up a funnel properly so that you see what you need to do. But first of all, you need to understand and have real life examples, real life context, so that you understand properly. Now, another real life example you can do is a printable 30-day fitness challenge checklist. You could totally do that, because people would want that kind of thing that they can print out, put on your wall and check it and actually do what they need to do. So that could actually be in the fitness niche. So you're going to need to be making content about fitness, monetizing it with CPA, and that's how that can actually work. Another angle that's a real life example is tips, or like a niche that you can use is newborn babies, or mothers who just had babies. So mothers might need to stop their babies from crying. Mothers might want to track how much their babies are sleeping. Some mothers might need to know how to make their babies go to sleep. Some mothers might need to know the right things to give their babies. And a lot of this information is already out there, just that people might not be able to go out there and read and find this and research and put all those things together. So your own value is putting all those things together, making it look desirable, locking it with a content locker, and then sending a shit ton of evergreen traffic to it. That is the way to win today with CPA marketing if you want to go the free traffic route. So this is another example I've given you here. Like I said earlier, make sure you're taking notes. I can even say something here and you get to get an idea. You get an idea from what I said and your mind tells you, oh, he said this, I can actually do that. You write it down. That's how to take things serious. And after writing it down, you go and take action. So these are the things you need to understand. These are the things you need to do. So something else is hair loss. People who are losing their hair, they're going to be going crazy about it. So you could totally build a brand around that. And instead of selling something and trying to be pushy and all, you can just give away free stuff, create a file or something of that. So you can even lock videos. You can lock video case study of how someone regrew his or her hair in a period of time and all those things. But just make sure that whatever you're giving people is very, very valuable, so that when next you tell them to go and download stuff, they are still going to go and download the stuff. It's not just you just lying to them or wasting their time and all. So another angle you could go is you could totally build all this kind of how-to channels. If you do not know what a how-to channel is, let me first of all show you. So let me just search for Guide Realm right here. This guy does a lot of numbers and I like to show you guys real stuff. This guy does how-to stuff. Let me show you something right here. Let me just do some mathematics for you. This is Guide Realm. Let's go to a website called Social Blade right here. So this is Social Blade right here. It's a tool used to see people's analytics. I want to give you real life numbers so you know that I'm not joking here. So go ahead and click on Guide Realm here. When you click on Guide Realm, you can see that in the last 30 days, this guy got 18 million views. Now, don't think that it came without work. Look at it here. This guy has done 13,000 videos and he's the one doing all the videos. So don't think that this is, you just come out and you post 2 videos and you're making $1 million. No, you can make $1 million fine and good, but you need to work. The good thing about the internet is that anybody at all can play the game. It created a scenario where everybody can be a player. That's the scenario that the internet has created. So appreciate that and do not think that it is a push button, get rich quick thing. That's not what we do. That's not what I do. I will never tell you that. So when you put in work, you get results. If you do not put in any work, or if you're the type of guy that's always tired, always lazy and all, you're gonna stay where you are. I'm so sorry to say that. But if you're willing to work, these are the kind of results you can get. So imagine this guy does not actually do CPA marketing, but imagine that this guy is taking time every time before he posts a video to create something that he can lock. Let me give you an example. Let me go to his channel now. So you can see that here on Guide Realm, he said how to remove / disable restricted mode on TikTok. So he could totally give these people a PDF guide on how to do it or something. I don't think that's gonna work, but this is not a good example. But if you think deep enough, you can totally find something. Now let me even show you something that I normally do. So if I go ahead and open up this video now, so I pause this video here. Let me just take this title. Like I said, we have artificial intelligence on our side today. So I could totally go into ChatGPT and I could go ahead and ask it, I want to post a video titled, I paste that here, I need a desirable file or link I can lock. So you can see ChatGPT has responded here. It says you want to lock file and all right here. So says additional freedom. So you can see we've totally found something that we can go ahead and create and lock. And you can do this for every video. If you want to go to how to route, the how to route is very scalable. Most niches are very scalable. That's why you have to look at the niche, determine the scalability and all those things. That's what's going to help you out. So here as well, you can see it says a TikTok engagement booster free download. So this one says TikTok unlocked pack, hidden features about account accessible. So you can totally create a PDF file like this AI is telling you what to share. So you can see how AI helps us. It just helped my creativity, helped my productivity. Normally, I would have had to sit down and crack my brain to figure this stuff out, but I just did with the help of ChatGPT. So I'm showing you these things so that you can do these things for yourself and do these things by yourself when you're setting these things up for yourself. And that's just another example. I have way more examples for you here. There's a lot of softwares out there. Something like ChatGPT has a lot of people searching for it. Google Gemini, Grok, Venice AI, a lot of AI tools out there that you can create prompt packs for them and lock these prompt packs and make videos either on TikTok or YouTube and send people to go and unlock it. We should normalize locking things. The more people do it, the more normal it's going to become, and everybody can totally tell everybody that, hey, this thing is being locked because there's a lot of bots on the internet. And truly, you're not lying, because just last year, over 40 to 50% of internet traffic were bots. That's why Elon Musk, when he purchased Twitter, was trying to fight off bots. A lot of big tech companies are trying to fight off bots. So everything is apps. This is a golden time to make money from content locking ethically. So one route you can go that's very powerful, very underrated, is games. There's a lot of games both on PlayStation. There's a lot of games on laptops. There's a lot of desktop games. There's a lot of mobile games that people play. So you can totally take advantage of these games, because the average game out there has like 100 million users, minimum 10 million users. Any successful game has a minimum of 10 million users. So when you have these 10 million users and it's mostly multiplayer games where people are very competitive, you can totally make videos about those games, either short form or long form. Put those videos out there and send people to your URL. Why you have to own your URL is that is the only way to do this thing today. It's just going to cost you like $11 a year. If you don't want to pay $11 a year for a domain name, then you shouldn't be on the internet. You should go and get a job or something of that sort. Sorry if that hurts your feelings, but I just have to tell you the truth. I'm not going to come and lie to you and sell dreams to you. I'm telling you what you need to do. If you're not going to do it, then I told you early. So games are actually a very big niche. So you can totally build a game channel. You don't even need to show your face. With all of these things, you don't need to show your face. There's even AI avatars that we can use nowadays to do things. But do not worry at all. Like I said, you're going to see me set a funnel up, set everything up, do everything I need to do so that you see how it's done. You see me connect all the dots together. You see me put everything together in front of you so that you know what you need to be doing each and every time to be getting to the money as well. So there's a lot of games out there. There's Call of Duty, there's Mini Militia, there's a lot of games. I can't think of them out of the top of my head. Roblox is another game, there's Spider-Man. All these games that have multiplayers. There's Mortal Kombat. People search for things about these games, maybe how to unlock certain levels, how to get a certain type of weapon, how to get more coins, how to do all those things. Something else you can do in the game niche is you can do game giveaways, game coin giveaways. Now, you might not be able to give away the coins directly because you don't own the game, but you can offer people money, a cash prize put towards them purchasing the coins. So you know, in most of these games they usually have in-app purchases or in-game purchases where users can literally buy coins, buy in-game currency. So you could do a giveaway, give away money to these people, and then they take the money that you've given away to them, to the people that win, maybe the person that wins, and they take the money and purchase the coin. If they choose to not buy the coin and go and eat the money or spend the money on whatever they want, that's their problem. Your own is you run a giveaway, you made your money, you gave the winner the prize, and you announced the winner publicly. That's how to do that type of stuff right there. So just know that these things can work. You just need to think about it from the beginning. If you do not find somewhere to fix yourself into, you can ask me and tell me your situation, tell me your strengths, tell me your weaknesses. I can respond to you. That's the good thing about this. Now that I've explained how a proper funnel should work, the things you should think of, you just need sustainable traffic and desirable stuff, and then a content locker in between these two things, and then properly telling people consistently to go and download and letting them know that before they download, they have to unlock. This is the formula to use. With this formula, you cannot lose. As long as you are posting and you are saying the right things, you cannot lose. And if you're a shy person, you can totally use AI to create the content, but just know that AI is going to cost you money. I have a mic here. I can use the mic on my phone. I can do a lot of things. So I don't have to be spending money credit by creditor. I can totally use ChatGPT to help me with planning and organizing and all. You're gonna see me do that. You're gonna see me set up a funnel, because I've explained what a proper funnel should look like here. We're going to be building a funnel on live. Like I said, always take notes. Do not think that I'm joking. Having explained that, I believe you've understood how a scalable free traffic CPA funnel should work. And I've given you a couple of examples here. You can pick from those examples. You can come up with your own ideas. If there's ideas that's coming to your head, you can let me know. Okay, so this is where you guys are going to watch me set the funnel up step by step right here in front of you, so that you see how to set up a free traffic content locking CPA funnel the right way. As I always say, you can use this format that I'm going to give you in this video training that you're watching now to lock stuff in any niche and use it to do CPA marketing in a scalable manner. Even if you want to do DMs, if DMs is your traffic source, you could still lock something and then use DMs to send targeted traffic of people that will be interested in getting what you have locked behind a wall. As I always say, keep taking notes. Now, there's a couple of steps we're going to need to go through. First of all, we're going to need to decide what niche we're going with. I'm going to decide here. You're going to watch me do it. Then I'm going to research and understand so that I can decide on if I really want to go into the niche or not. Because if you do not do your research well, you might find yourself in a situation where you go ahead and put in a lot of work into something that you never really wanted to do, or something that you wouldn't be able to keep up with. So you need to see the end from the beginning in any business endeavor you're getting into. Always try to see the end from the beginning. So we're going to try to do that. Then when we decide and we understand the kind of videos that we're going to have to make to get traffic, then we're going to decide what's going to be locked, and we're going to create what's going to be locked as well. Then when we do that, we're going to have to purchase a domain name. I've always told you guys about purchasing a domain name. You purchase a domain name and you get a locker template. A locker template is something that you're going to use. It's a piece of code that you're going to put on your website, so that when people go there, there is something on your website. When we create the locker template, we're then going to tie everything up with a CPA locking tool. Why we have to use a CPA locking tool is because using a CPA locking tool is going to put you in a situation where you can handle a lot of traffic. Because what usually happens is people just go to a network like maybe CPA Grip or any network out there, and they put all their eggs in one basket. Putting all your eggs in one basket is going to put you at risk of getting your leads scrubbed. I've told you what lead scrubbing means. It means that you're sending traffic, people are actually completing the CPA offers, but you're not getting paid because the network you're using is a shady network. So it's very important as a professional who wants to actually make money here, who actually got premium education, to get access to different networks. If possible, get access to different offers. That's what I normally do. It's not even uncommon practice. I always do that all the time. I find different offers when I see where my traffic is coming from, because traffic can be coming and you literally have no offers for the people in that country. You can go and look for networks out there, find offers, connect all of them, and you can literally tell the locker tool that we're going to use and tell it, hey, when someone comes from South Africa, show him or her this. When someone comes from the United States, show him or her this. When someone comes from Australia, show him or her this. When someone comes with an Android phone, show him or her this. So you can show specific offers to specific people. So that is literally what you're going to learn how to do here. When we've done that and we've connected everything together, the next thing we're going to do is we're then going to go ahead and make it able to rank on Google. We need to make it able to rank on Google. I'm going to show you how to do it so that you can literally tell people inside of the content that you're going to be creating, say, go to Google, search for this so and so website. You are the one that knows that the website is yours. They don't need to know. That way you're increasing your conversion rate instead of telling people click the link or something, or link in my bio. Most platforms don't even like people sending people off their platform. So when you tell them to go and search online, it feels natural, it feels seamless, and because of that, it increases your conversion and it reduces the friction, because as we all know, people do not like being sold to on the internet, and we need to know that as marketers or aspiring marketers in your case. Now the first step, we're going to have to decide what niche I'm going to go with right here. So I'm going to have to decide what my niche is, and there's a lot of options, there's a lot of places you can go. If you ever get confused, because people can actually get confused, and that's why you have me, that's why you have a community, you can ask questions. If you ever get confused, you could totally go ahead and ask me and say, hello Hustle, I I'm confused, I don't know what niche to go with. These are my strengths, these are my weaknesses. I can help you with that. But for the example we're going to be using in this training video you're watching now, what I'm going to go with is the sports betting niche, the one I told you earlier. Why I'm going to go with that is because one of my strengths is I can grow my money with sports betting. I know how to grow money with sports betting. I'm not trying to maybe put $1 and make $10,000. I don't bet on parlays. If you know what parlays are, parlays are like when people put many teams together in one sleep and place a bet. What I normally do is I just grow the money little by little, predictably, consistently. The point is, one of my strengths is betting. That's why I'm going to be leaning towards that strength. You need to lean towards your strengths so that whatever you're using for CPA marketing with free traffic is going to be something you're going to be able to show up to on a regular basis. So now that I have gotten that idea, I need to validate if the idea actually gets views. So I'm just going to go to YouTube now, and I just go to the search bar here, and what I can do to validate this is I could literally go ahead and type in something like Barcelona versus Newcastle. Now, sports betting can go a lot of different ways. There is tennis, there is basketball, there is hockey, there's American football, but the one I specialize in is football, like the football that they kick with the foot. That's like Chelsea, Man United, Manchester City, or that kind of football. So something I always tell people in sports betting is, when you're sports betting, you need to bet, like if you want to be betting yourself, if you don't just want to be taking picks, you need to bet on a sport that you know the ins and outs. You should even know how to play the sport. Like I know how to play football in real life. We grew up playing football in my country, the country where I grew up. So literally, why I'm telling you this is so that you understand how I'm leaning towards my strengths right here. I'm not just going there and making a decision impulsively. You need to think and say, okay, where can I go? Does it have search? So when I type in something like Barcelona versus Real Madrid right here, you can see that there's a lot of scores right here. You can see that there's a lot of scores right here. So we're not looking for scores. We're looking to just see the buzz around it, just to confirm that there's buzz. What you do is you search for a keyword and you confirm if there's buzz. So you can see that just 4 days ago, there was a match between Barcelona and Real Madrid, and it ended 2-1. Real Madrid won the match. Mbappe scored, Jude Bellingham scored. I know that's none of your business, but I'm just telling you to show you that I actually understand what I'm doing, what I'm about to choose as a niche that I'm going to use as an example here to set up a CPA funnel and show you how you can use free traffic. You're not spending any money on traffic and you're making money on the other end, just because you understand how to tie these things up the right way and build something predictable for yourself. So literally, this is buzz. You can see 4 days ago, 1.5 million views. 3 days ago, 3.2 million views. If I scroll down here, 5 months ago, 2.5 million views. 1 year ago, 2.7. So you can see that they are always hitting millions and millions and millions. This is another one here, 1 year ago, 2.7 million views, 14 million views. I'm just showing you this so you understand how to know where there is search. Let me just go ahead and do another example. Let me just search for something like PS5 FIFA. You can see PS5 FIFA 25 tips and tricks. So you can see, if I just search for that, like when you search, you analyze and see the kind of views that people are getting. This guy got 183,000 views in 8 months, has 334 subscribers. So this is kind of a good niche to be in. That's how you know. You can see the short form content in the niche, because you can also use short form content for CPA. That's why you need to own your own domain name. Don't worry, you're gonna see how I'm gonna tie everything up together here and create a working funnel right in front of you. So scrolling down here, you can see this guy got 548k views in 10 months. So this is how you just look at niches and validate. So let's say, for example, you're trying to go with a game, a mobile game like Mini Militia. Just type in Mini Militia. You can see what people are getting. This one says 7 years ago. Okay. That's 9 years ago. Mini Militia is kind of not very active now, but you can see someone posted 1 year ago and got 115k. So it's still hot, but not as hot as it was during lockdown, because during lockdown, everybody had to go on their phones and interact with each other. So multiplayer games had a very, very high usage at that time. So I'm just explaining how these things work. You can see someone here who posted 2 days ago, got 61 views in 2 days ago, 2 subscribers. That should show you that there's still life here. That's how you know if there is views in a niche or not. So you could totally find games. So let me just go to Google and literally search for tennis game mobile. I'm trying to see if there's any tennis game. So I just searched for tennis game mobile, trying to find tennis games that are multiplayer. So you can see this one says Tennis Clash multiplayer game. So I could literally just go ahead and click on that. I'm trying to find it on the App Store or the Play Store. Let me just search for Tennis Clash multiplayer game. I think this is it right here. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, let's see how many installs it has, because that's the first place to look if you're trying to go the gaming route. So you can see this game has 100 million downloads. So to now confirm if people are searching for tutorials and all, just how we confirmed in Mini Militia and PS5 FIFA 25, we could literally go to YouTube here and we could just go ahead and type in tennis Clash. So you can see people are searching for Tennis Clash tutorial, Tennis Clash best character, Tennis Clash how to hit hard. If you can see Tennis Clash lucky can machine tricks. I don't know what that one is because I've not even played the game. I'm just teaching you guys how to think. You need to think. If you come here and you copy any of the things that I'm giving you here, you are setting yourself up for either straight up failure or a lot of competition, because these videos are gonna get viewed by a lot of people. This thing that you're watching now, a lot of other people are gonna watch it too. It's not just you. So understand the importance and the criticality of creativity. You need to be creative. You cannot just be copying things up and down and expect exceptional results. So let's just go ahead and click on Tennis Clash Tricks. So you can see what the game looks like here. So you can see people are getting 209,000 views. You can go ahead and click on this video to see when it was posted right here. It was posted 3 years ago and it has 210k views. Okay, that's not bad though, but it's not very hot. You can totally look deeper and find very hot stuff. Just like Mini Militia, it's not very hot, but it's still hot. It has some life inside of it right there. So you can see this person posted 1 year ago, Tennis Clash Tricks and Tips Volley Equipment. So posted a 3-minute video, got 5.2k views. This one posted 5 years ago, Tennis Clash Guide, Tips and Tricks. So let's just go to this guy's channel. I'm just showing you how to think. I'm not even doing anything on Tennis Clash right here. So literally, you can see that this guy got about 1 million views in total from just posting Tennis Clash videos. So the point is, you need to come up with ideas, validate the ideas, and that's how you do it. So I now need to, since I'm trying to go with the sports betting niche, I was just showing you guys all these ones to give you real life examples of a lot of different ways that you can think, a lot of different ways that you can go. What I'm going to do now is, like I said, I want to go with the sports betting niche as the example I'm going to use here to show you the videos I'm going to make is going to be for sports betting, so that you're going to see how I'm going to go about it, how I'm going to go about building the funnel, how I'm going to go about connecting everything, building the locker, finding offers, tying these offers all together in one place and locking something valuable. That's what we're going to do here. So the next thing I'm going to do, since I've decided that I want to go the route of sports betting, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ask Google what matches are playing. So I need to indicate what football matches are playing tomorrow. So when I ask Google that, it's going to give me search results right here. In my case here, I'm going to be locking access to my picks every day. I lock access to my picks, so people have to complete offers to get access to my picks. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to get these people right here. You can see that there is matches for tomorrow here, and these matches are Luton Town and Forest Green Rovers. So I can just go to YouTube now. Remember the niche that I've chosen to go, which is the type of niche where I position myself as the authority, and people come, they see, okay, this is this guy's predictions, this is what he says is going to happen, but he has some premium picks. So the goal is going to be for me to find matches and confirm that these matches have buzz for their prediction keywords. So for this kind of match here, what we're going to be checking is Luton Town versus Forest Green Rovers. So we just go here and we'll type in Luton Town versus Forest Green Rovers. So if it were a very, very big game, it would have already brought up. So you can see it brought it up here, predictions. So it means that some people are searching for that, but not a lot of people. So you can see people are making their predictions here. Forest Green Rovers, I think this is a coach or something, or some type of official, because this is their official channel. It says Robbie Savage pre-match Luton Town A. So he's kind of doing an interview right here. This is someone else. I think this is one of their players right here. So you can see that there is some interest. So this one says FA Cup Fright Night. Can Wilshire's Hatters avoid a Savage? So another angle I can go, just because I know how YouTube works, is FA Cup is the major cup right there. So we can just go ahead and try to say FA Cup predictions. So you can see FA Cup predictions. People are searching for FA Cup predictions today. So this is literally how you can validate that people are searching for something. As long as it's here on YouTube's recommended search results that they show you, it means that people have been searching for this and people will continue to search for this. And whenever there is FA Cup going on again, people are still going to search for it. So you need to understand how these things work and build something that's going to be evergreen, that's going to be able to pay you and compound while you're not there. The fact that it can pay you while you're not there does not mean you're not going to do the initial work. So here, literally, I can just go ahead and click on FA Cup prediction. You can see someone doing this here, but this guy is not doing CPA marketing. He's just looking for views. And you can see that this guy in the last 8 hours has gotten 1,300 views. And you can see that he's just sitting down the way I'm sitting down talking, has a cap on like me, has another video here. He's steady doing this stuff every time. So you can literally do this stuff. Just know that you can do this stuff. It's very doable. You just need to keep doing it. It's gonna grow. This guy has 29,000 subscribers and I can bet you that it's compounded. So you can see he has over 901,000 views. I don't know why. Maybe he hasn't been working hard or something. If I were to go all in on this, I would be getting way more views than this. So you can see the matches that are getting him the most buzz. West Ham versus Arsenal, corner betting strategy, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Now I'm just showing you how I'm gonna validate a niche. You're gonna watch me go from here and build a funnel. So literally you can see safe bets. This is what I normally do, safe bets. But these people don't know what safe bets are, but that's a story for another day. The point here is that, okay, I've validated my niche. People are getting views in it. If I were to get this 1,300 people and more people who would be searching for this stuff in FA Cup season, it's going to be getting me a lot of CPA conversions if I lock the special picks that I'm sure would hit. And I can keep doing this stuff. It's unlimited. That's the thing. It's unlimited. Just that the disadvantage with this kind of niche is that it's hypey. What I mean by hypey, let me explain, is it's gonna go down when there are no matches going on, but when there are matches, it goes up, it goes down again, it goes up, it goes down again, it goes up, it goes down. But the thing is that there is low barrier to entry. There is not a lot of work to do. All you need to know is just know how to win bets, know what is going to win people some money, and show them what's going to win them some money. If you were to go with a more evergreen niche like game, PS5 or something of that sort, or you were to go with something like parents who just had babies, locking stuff for them to help their babies sleep. I'm just explaining how to think and understand your niche properly so that you understand what you're getting into before you get into it, because free traffic is something that is going to take you time. You have to post and post and post. Yes, that is what it is. But in my case now, I know this about this niche, but I think I'm willing to do it because I know that when it's big matches, when it's very big matches and all, I could actually get a lot of people completing the CPA offers in order to get access to my picks, and that could mean a lot of money for me on some days, on some weekends and all. So now that I have that out of the way, I have come up with the idea of going with the sports betting niche for the example I want to use to build the funnel I'm going to build in this video. I have looked at the thing. I found people who do this here. I could literally go here. I can see that there is a La Liga match tomorrow as well. There's Bundesliga matches tomorrow as well. So I could literally go ahead and search for Getafe versus Girona just to further confirm. Getafe versus Girona. P prediction comes out. You can see this person posted La Liga prediction tips and tricks. He posted this 1 day ago. You can see this person is doing the same thing, getting views right here. This someone else 9 hours ago, football predictions, says La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, that kind of stuff right there. So this is a fair niche. I wouldn't call this a very solid niche. I've seen better niches, but I'll let you guys come up with your own ideas, come up with your own styles. Don't go and copy this and try to do sports betting because I'm showing you sports betting. Everybody doesn't have to do the same thing. Come up with your own ideas. If you try and you come up with ideas, you can ask me and I can tell you, okay, it's good or it's bad and all and that and blah blah blah. You understand the normal stuff. So you can see someone here who posted a video 11 months ago who got 25 views. This is signs that you can actually flop in this niche. You can actually flop. So it depends on you. You can see this person here doing the same thing. He actually has 1,000 views in 11 hours. If he were monetizing that with CPA, he would make money. This one says C knows the score, has this amount of views with this amount of subscribers. That means he's doing something right. So if I look here, you can see he's constantly getting views. So you can see that you can actually do this stuff and do it well. So literally what we're going to do from here is like I've decided that this is the niche I want to use as the example. You saw the amount of thinking. You can see the amount of mental work I had to do just to decipher a niche and actually see. What we're going to do next is to then decide how we're going to lock what we're going to lock. So how I normally lock things is very simple. Let me just clear this board up right here. I lock things either in form of PDF files. If it's like where I'm trying to teach something about maybe the body of a woman or the body of a man or those kind of things, I will use a PDF. If I were trying to teach a game, PS5 stuff, I would use a PDF or a video. I'll upload the video to Drive or Dropbox or wherever that you can upload videos to, get the link and lock the link of the video, or I just upload the PDF directly into the CPA locker tool. I'm going to show you the CPA locker tool that I personally use, and then I lock it. So you're either locking a link or you're locking a PDF file. So in this case, where I'm going to be locking picks, because picks is literally, hey, this is the match, this is what you're going to bet, this is what you're going to make. This is my percentage of confidence. This is the probability that this thing is going to win. That's literally what I have to do. So I think I'm going to be using a Google document, and I'm going to be locking the Google document link. That's how I'm going to be doing this. So you see how I've gone from literally coming up with an idea of going into the sports betting niche and going into the internet to validate that people are actually getting views. I've seen that people are actually getting views, and a lot of matches can be going on in one weekend. You could do things like La Liga predictions, Premier League predictions, Eredivisie, that's Netherlands League predictions. You could do Serie A predictions. You could do Turkey, the Turkey League. I've forgotten what it's called, but they have a league. A lot of countries have leagues. So you could literally make videos about this every weekend and cash out from CPA. So I've seen that, and from there I've moved to the point where I'm deciding what I will lock and how I will lock it. What I will lock is the picks that I'm going to be giving people for that particular league, for that particular weekend, and then I'm going to be locking it inside a Google document. The Google document link is what I'm going to lock. So you see where I'm at right now. So now that we have those ones out of the way, the next thing we're going to have to prepare is buying a domain name and actually having a template. So a template is the piece of code that's going to be on the website. For example, if you go to this website now, weeklymoneyraffle.com, you can see what it looks like. It says PayPal giveaway powered by our sponsors. This campaign will reward chosen users with $100 PayPal money we choose from users who complete a qualifying sponsor interaction. This is part of a promotional initiative. Terms apply. I purchased this template. This thing you see here is a template. It's not mine. I didn't write it. I don't know how to write code. I have very little experience with coding, but I cannot code this kind of stuff right here. So I purchased this template, purchased this domain, weeklymoneyraffle.com, tied everything together. The way I'm going to teach you to do CPA marketing with content locking today using free traffic, it's going to be industry standard method that can pull offers from CPA Grip, OG ads, wherever at all. I have a friend that I taught this particular business model in real life. He had a lot of traffic coming from India. He was complaining to me that there is no offers in India in both OG ads, no offers in India in CPA Grip, no offers in India in Golden Goose. So we went and found a new network. I'm just explaining to you what a CPA template is. This is a template for a giveaway offer, PayPal giveaway offer. So anybody can purchase this template, put it on your own domain name so that you can literally tell people go to weeklymoneyraffle.com, and people are going to go to weeklymoneyraffle.com and they're going to find you. And the way I'm going to teach you, you can make your own website rank on Google so that when people search, it shows up. When people ask ChatGPT for Weekly Money Raffle, powerful, it sends them to the website. Do you understand? That is how to do this thing in today's world. You cannot be doing 2012 stuff and be expecting results that are exceptional. So this is what a CPA template looks like. I'm going to show you how I built this one. I'm going to show you the style we're going to use, because there's different styles. What we're totally doing here is not a free money niche. We're not trying to target people who are looking for free money online or giveaways and stuff like that. We're trying to target people in the sports betting niche. So we're going to need to use a different template, a different domain name. I'm going to set it up right here. But the point of showing you this was to make you understand what a CPA template is, to make you understand why owning your own domain name is powerful. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to purchase your own domain. So to purchase your own domain name, simply click on the link you're going to see on the screen. You have to use our link because we always get you guys deals whenever we can. I go out of my way to get deals because I have been in the internet marketing game for years. I have a lot of contacts. I know a lot of people. I have a lot of people reaching out to me to work with them, to work for them and all. So I always get you guys deals. So to purchase a domain, you just visit the domain that you see on the screen now, www.hustle.discount/Namecheap. When you go there, it's going to bring you to Namecheap. And when you get to Namecheap through our link, it should look something like this or very similar. I know you must have seen some of their ads online. They're like one of the biggest hosting and domain providers around. They work with us. So literally here, you just go ahead and type in the domain name that you want. We're just going to go ahead and brainstorm different names here to show you how you can think of names. So let's say you want to do like a brand that does giveaway, or maybe Bitcoin giveaway. You can totally do something like bitcoinwin.com. But the thing about .com, using .com, is that using the name .com is always going to be not available because people value .com a lot. But due to the fact that .com is getting exhausted, a lot of people have purchased .coms around the world. It's very saturated. The names people want, they can't get it. People are starting to create other TLDs. Other TLDs are things like bitcoinwin.cash.org, just the way Education Project Online is educationproject.online. That is literally how to go. So we can go ahead and brainstorm more names here. So let's say you wanted to do something like a game, FIFA 25 or FIFA 26 or FIFA 20, whatever. Whenever you're watching this, you can literally go ahead and try a name like FIFA 25 files.com. You can see .com is not available, so they're automatically giving us .co. Okay, perfect. .com is available. So you can see what I was telling you. This thing costs just $11 a year. And it is a necessity. Don't think that you don't need it. Don't think that you're gonna go and use some random weird ass domain from somewhere. No, you can't do that. So this is an example of a domain name. Let's just go ahead and brainstorm more. I want to show you how this stuff gets done. Do not forget, use the link www.hustle.discount/Namecheap. That is the affiliate link you have to use. It is our affiliate link. It's going to get you deals. You can see you're already saving money here. There's a lot of other ways, a lot of other places you can still save money. So literally, this is an example of a good domain name. So let's just go ahead and brainstorm more domain names. Then I'm going to tell you guys the domain name that I'm going to use myself, because I already have a domain name purchased for this tutorial. But I'm going to just show you guys how to come up with ideas. And I'm going to show you guys how to purchase a domain. Then I'm going to show you guys how to connect everything. It's literally very simple. So let's just go ahead and come up with one more domain for another niche example. Now let's say that you want to do a how-to channel where you're making how-to videos, but you're always finding a way to lock files inside each and every one of the how-to videos you make. Remember when I gave you the guide realm guide example? Yes, let's say you want to go something like that. You could totally do something like files for the net. So you can see filesforthenet.com. So you can see files for the net is a very neat domain name. I'm just showing you how to be neat, how to think. If you have issues coming up with names and all, or TLDs, you can totally ask me. That's why you have my support here. So literally we can go ahead and try something else. Right now, let's just do one more example, then I'm going to show you guys how to purchase. So the next example we're going to do is, let's say that, for example, you choose to go with a niche where you're teaching people how to use their phones better. Maybe you're focusing on iPhones or Samsung phones or something. You could totally go ahead and go with a niche like Apple Tactics. So you can see appletactics.com is available. So when you're recording videos, for example, how to get better camera view on iPhone, whatever iPhone you're recording your tutorial on, you can then tell people, hey, there is a file I recommend you go and download. This file is gonna help, it's gonna give you deeper insight into what they just learned in the video that they just watched. You can tell them, hey, there's this file, you can find it on Apple Tactics. You want to make the website look different from your video, so that way when you get to a point where you're making a lot of money from the free traffic you're going to be getting, you can even take the money and pay other people and tell them promote appletactics.com Apple. So that way you can make a lot of money from this stuff and you're not selling anything. You're just doing content online, sending traffic somewhere for free. It's just taking your time and your attention, but it's going to compound. It's passive in some cases, because depending on the platform, some platforms you need to post every time, some platforms is very passive. So it just depends. So I've given you examples of names. So let's just say that, for example, you wanted to purchase appletactics.com. You can go ahead and click on add to cart right here, and then click on checkout right here. And when you click on checkout, it's going to bring you here. You go ahead and click on here where it says confirm. When you click on confirm order, it's going to take you to the next step. You fill out your card details here. You can see my own card details here, and you click on pay now. Now, when you pay, if it's your first time buying a domain name from Namecheap, you're going to have to create an account and then log into your account. You're going to see the domain name inside your account. In my case, I have over 200 domains. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds unbelievable, but I have owned over 200 domains because I've been deep in this internet marketing thing. So literally, when you click on pay now, the domain name is gonna, they're gonna charge your card and you get charged. The domain name is yours for 1 year now. Yes, and don't worry, you're gonna make this money back so easily as long as you're doing the work that I tell you to do. And the only thing that's gonna cost you guys some money here is the CPA locker tool that you're gonna need to use. But don't worry, it's not a lot of money, just that it's gonna cost you monthly. So you need to be posting videos, you need to be getting that traffic. The conversion rates are actually higher. In some days, I actually get 100% conversion rates in some days. Some days it goes down to 17%, some days 14%, some days 7%, some days 2%. So it's gonna fluctuate, but you're gonna be getting conversions, because this thing, you're not selling anything to anybody. Sometimes people just fill out surveys and you get paid 10 cents, 20 cents. People install apps, you get paid $1. People enter their email and you get paid 50 cents, $1. So the money adds up fast when you're getting that traffic the right way. Where people miss this stuff is they go and try to chat on Facebook and send people their links and all. Facebook is even clamping down on people who are sending multiple DMs because they don't want you to do that. They want you to run ads on their platform. So that's how you brainstorm and purchase a domain name. Now, when you purchase a domain name, you should log into your account. I'm just going to go to my own account dashboard. You can see where I clicked on. I hovered over my profile. I clicked on dashboard right here. And you can see a lot of the domains that I own. Like I said, I own a lot of domains, but I have to blur a lot of them out because a lot of these things are businesses, like proper corporations that I work for and I work with, that they do not, like, I'm not even allowed by contract, by legal contract, to disclose some of the things that I work on with them. So that's why some of these things are going to be blurred out. But I'm going to scroll down here and look for the domain name that I want to use for this. So I go to the second page. You can see I actually have a lot of domains here, like I said. So this is the domain that I want to use. This one called internetverification.live. I purchased this domain intentionally for a campaign that I wanted to run at some point, but I thought, okay, I didn't run the campaign. I actually did run the campaign, but it wasn't profitable. So I said, I'm going to use this domain for this video. So this is my own domain. I purchased this domain a while ago. Now, when you purchase your own domain, it's going to be showing up in your account like this. It's going to have this manage button here. So this manage button is where we're going to go to set up some things very soon, when we're going to connect everything. But now that we have a domain name purchased, the next thing we have to do is to go ahead and purchase a template that's going to suit what we want to do, because you need a template. Like I said, when we got to weeklymoneyraffle.com here, it had this template thing on it. It was purchased. I wasn't the one that created this stuff. I just bought it and put it here. I now own the piece of code. I can always use it anytime that I want. So let's go ahead and do that. So where I actually purchases things from is Clean Code repository. So if you go to Clean Code repository right here, this is a firm that I figured out that a lot of marketers use them under the hood. A lot of marketers pay them either for custom solutions. It's like a group of developers. They can build stuff for you and they sell pieces of code as well. So if you come here and go to click on browse templates, you can see that this is where I purchased the PayPal giveaway one. So you can see the PayPal giveaway one here. Literally, it's here. You can still purchase it and use it for yourself, but with your own domain and your own style and all. You can edit it. I'm going to show you all those things though. So there's a couple of templates here. They don't actually put out all their templates at once. They can add more and add more and add more. When I found these guys a couple, maybe a year and a half ago, they actually had just a few templates here. They were mostly working for marketers. I found out about this particular site in a media buying group that I joined at some point, people who spend money on ads. So I figured out that they were paying the developers here to help them build custom funnels and all those things. So you can actually do that if you're someone that has a lot of experience. You kind of have a complex funnel in your head that you want developers to develop for you and all. You can come here if you want developers. If you try to use websites like Fiverr and Upwork and all those things, you might end up running through a lot of people that are just looking for money. They don't actually know what they are doing. But these guys, I can vouch for them because I've used them a couple of times. I know a lot of marketers who spend a lot of money on ads who use them to build complicated funnels right here. So you just come here, enter your name, your email, enter your company. If you have a company, enter the project type. So you can see CPA template, web application, all these things right here. So I'm showing you this in case you want to go that route. You write your message here and click on send project details. So literally coming back here, we can see the CPA templates they have right here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for the one that's going to match what I have. This is a book template, book download template. This is a movie download template. This is the PayPal one that I already purchased. This one here, I think this one, let me just zoom in a tad bit right here. Let me zoom in so you can see what it looks like. It says security check required. We're preparing to take you to your destination. You'll be redirected automatically after verification. HTTPS, preparing secure connection, blah, 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 blah. So this is, I think this is the one where we're going to go with, because remember, I'm trying to go with the sports betting niche as an example here. And in this sports betting niche, I'm trying to lock links to Google document files where when people get access to that Google document, then see the safest picks that I have for the day for people who want 100% win rates. And then on the YouTube front or the TikTok front or wherever I'm going to be posting content, I'm going to give them the normal predictions of like things that could cut, it could hit, but I'm going to tell them that, hey, if you want an extra layer of security, safest bet possible, unlock the link below, go ahead and bet on what I tell you to bet on. So I think we're going to go with this particular code template right here. You can see it costs $24.99, but like I said, we always save you guys money. So I'm going to give you guys a coupon code that we've gotten for you guys. What you do is you use the link on the screen, hustle.discount/CCR. CCR is Clean Code Repository. And then you use the coupon code EPO member when you're purchasing any CPA code template that you want to buy for whatever one you want to use. You can totally go a lot of different angles. Something you can do is you can totally go ahead and create your own template by simply messaging these guys. Like if you want something, maybe you want something that's custom, that's gonna suit whatever thing you want to do that does not already exist here. For example, this is like a book locker type template. This is like a gaming thing. There's a game called eFootball. This is for Mini Militia giveaway. This is for PUBG. There's a game called PUBG. This is for Ethereum giveaway. So if you want to give away Ethereum to people, this is a link locker. This is the one I'm going to go ahead and purchase right now. So I just go ahead and click on purchase right here, and it's going to bring us to the checkout page. So you go ahead and put in your email address here, put in your first name, put in your last name, put in your country here, and this is what we'll put in the discount code. So here we're going to use discount code EPO member right here. We'll click on apply, and yeah, you can see 20% off because I've been an affiliate for them. I've worked with them. I've done a lot of things with a lot of companies, a lot of hosting companies, a lot of affiliate companies, a lot of affiliate managers know me. So literally you just come down here, click on pay, and I'm gonna go ahead and pay due to the fact that I'm not gonna want to put my card details out here. I'm just gonna purchase this, then I'm gonna get the code, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when you actually make a purchase. So So you can see it says payment processing here. I've actually put in my card details, and you can see it says purchase successful. You have successfully purchased premium link locker CPA MVAS code template. Click the link below to access the product. So I just go ahead and click on proceed. Right here, it's going to take me exactly to where I need to be. So it has taken me into the piece of code that I just purchased. So this is the piece of code that I just purchased. You can see the piece of code right here. So I just go ahead and click on download file here, and I have the piece of code downloaded. It's a TXT file. So now we have gone through purchasing the domain. We have gone through purchasing a code template that suits what we want to do. In my case, I'm purchasing this one because I want to lock a link. That template is a link locker. It just tells people that, hey, we need to secure this and that and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So we have that out of the way. So the next thing that we're going to have to do is to then go ahead and create the locker and tie everything together in a way that makes perfect sense. So we're just going to have to go to the tool CPA MVAS locker. So you can see today I have one conversion. I got 49 views, 88 clicks. I think people are clicking way more than I expect. One person converted. I made 28 cents from one person on this account. I have a couple of accounts. This is just one of the accounts. So this is the tool that we use. So this tool costs $17 a month. Why it costs $17 a month is because it's just like hosting. They have to host your site for you. I use this. A lot of marketers use it. Just that a lot of marketers don't talk. A lot of marketers are just inside of groups and communities talking, running ads, sharing what's working, the issues they're having and all. You don't even see them. I'm one of the few guys that's out here talking because I've been doing that all my life. That's like one of the things I've been doing all my life. I've been doing this since I was a kid. So I love to keep doing it because I love the impact I have on people. I love the fact that people actually get money from this stuff. I love the fact that people actually learn. People actually see me and they be like, yo, Daniel, I made this amount. I watched this video. I did this, I did that. You understand? This kind of thing. So that's why I'm here. So right here, right now, if you go to pricing here, you're going to see what it costs. It costs $17 a month. If you want to go all in, which I strongly recommend, just pay for a year and know that you're all into the grind for a year and build your CPA funnel up for a year. You can literally get to $200 a day with this business model if you find a good enough niche and a good enough desirable thing to lock. I already explained these things earlier to you. I'm not joking. It is doable. You just have to put in the work. Now, something else to note is that if you want to add another locker, another link is an extra $1. Every link an extra $1. So it's really not a lot, and you don't need a lot of files. You don't need to be locking a lot of files. You can just have a few files, maybe 1, 2, 3 or 5 files for a particular niche, and then you're focused on making a lot of videos, sending traffic to that particular file. So this is what marketers use to do scalable CPA content locking. When you use just one particular network, you're limiting yourself to the offers on that network, and some networks don't have offers for some countries. So this is how to do it. People are not going to tell you this stuff out there because they don't know it. They don't do the stuff. They don't make money from it. They don't know how to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new account. I'm going to pay for the account, and then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to set everything up from scratch. So you're going to see how it works. So when you come here, literally what you have to do is you go ahead and click on here where it says get started. It's going to ask you for your email. So I'm going to put in my email here. Then I'm going to put in my first name here. Then I'm going to put in my last name here. Then I click on get started. It brings me here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pay. It's going to show you the currency in your local currency. So I'm going to go ahead and pay as I did earlier. I don't want my card details getting anywhere into the screen. So I'm just going to cut this, pay, and we're going to get on to the next phase. So I've paid, and I'm going to go ahead and log into the account that I just paid for right now. So I'm going to put in my password and click on login right here, and you can see it says login successful, and we're inside of here. So this is literally what it's going to look like. It's going to say no lockers yet when it's a brand new account. You see why I had to show you a brand new account. The normal account, like when you're already making money, is going to have dashboards and all these things here for you to see, but this is what it looks like when you come inside. I literally do this so that you're not going to have any questions or any confusions or anything of that sort. So when you come here, the first thing you want to do is you want to create a template. So you're going to go to here where it says templates right here. So when you go to where it says template, you're going to click on create template. So you're going to name this template. In my case now, I'm going to name this template something like bet link locker or something of that sort right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and say Pix link locker template. Then this unlock button text, access button text, unlock button icon, those ones you can leave them right now because you can see they're optional, but you definitely need a name for the template. So here is where we'll paste the piece of code that we got. So I go into my computer here, I go to where it says downloads. When I go to downloads, this is the piece of code that we purchased. So you can see it says legal notice, clean code repository, blah, 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 blah. So just go ahead and copy all the text inside the document that we purchased and downloaded. So you go ahead and click on copy right there. And when you copy, you paste the piece of code inside of here and you can see what it looks like. It's now looking like a proper piece of code. And what you're then going to need to do next is go to where it says live preview and you can see what it's looking like. You can see what it's looking like. It's not very visible. I do not know why. Okay, I think the text at the top is causing an issue. So we'll have to go there and remove the text, the copyright thing here. You should start from where it says doc type HTML because this is HTML code, I think, if I'm correct. Perfect. You can see right here. You can see how everything looks good now. You can see what I told you guys when I showed you guys weekly money raffle that I didn't build this thing myself. I just bought the code template, connected it, hosted it on a domain name that I own. But the thing about using this kind of tools like CPA and VastLocker right here is that with a tool like CPA and VastLocker, we get to literally pull offers from different networks. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So what we want to do now is we want to go ahead and click on where it's going to say create template and it says saving. So it says template created. So you can see we now have a template that says Pix Link Locker template. So we have a template created right here. The next thing you want to connect is your domain. So you want to go to where it says domains right here. Click on where it says connect domain. It's going to ask you what is your domain name. So we're just going to go ahead and put in the domain name that we bought, internet verification .live. So you go ahead and put in your own, whatever your own domain name is. We go ahead and click on connect domain, but mind you, it's saying very clearly that you should do it without the www. So just put in the domain name without www and click on connect, and you can see it has given us the things that we have to put into wherever we purchase the domain. In our case, we bought from Namecheap. That's the link I gave you guys, but if you bought somewhere else, it's still going to be the same process. So we'll go into Namecheap here. This is my Namecheap right here, and I have to go ahead and click on manage as I told you earlier. When I click on manage here, what I'm then going to do is when we click on manage, it brings us to the domain name internet verification.live, and then we have to go to where it's going to say advanced DNS. This is going to be in anywhere you purchase your domain. It's going to be everywhere. It's almost the same thing. You just have to find where it says DNS or DNS settings or that kind of stuff. And when you come here, just scroll down to where it's going to say records. Click on where it says add new record. As you can see, if we go to CPA and VastLocker here, it says a record. It's telling us the kind of record to add, an a record. So you can see right here inside of Namecheap that there is a record here. So click on a record, hosts. We'll go to CPA and VastLocker. It says that the hosts / name, this is it, is at. So we basically copy this at right here. We'll go into Namecheap. We put that at right here. Here where it says IP address value, we go ahead and copy this IP address value, go into Namecheap, we paste the IP address, click on this save changes thing right here. It's going to save. Then we need to add the second one. Click on add new record. We'll go to here. You can see the second record is still an a record. So we go to Namecheap here, go to a record. Here where it says host, we'll go to CPA and VastLocker. We copy this out. We go right back into Namecheap here. We paste this right here. Then here where it says IP address, we go here. Okay, sorry, we made a mistake. We put a instead of www. So we're supposed to copy www and replace this a here with www. Then the IP address is this one here. We go ahead and copy this right here. Go back into Namecheap and we paste, and we click on the green check mark right here. And when we do this right here, we are basically done. So here we just go ahead and click on verified DNS configuration, but just note that depending on what part of the world you live in, it says DNS propagation can take anywhere from a few minutes to 48 hours. So it can happen instantly. In some rare cases, it can take some time. So just be patient. If your own doesn't work instantly, it's going to work. Just have patience. So go ahead and click on verify, and it's going to take some time. Okay, it says DNS verify, your domain is correctly pointing to our servers. So we've connected connected this domain. So we now have this domain here. Now note, you can have more domains. You can have a lot of things going on inside your CPA Inverse Locker tool. That's why I told you that this is what a lot of marketers use. This is what they use. As someone that's getting a lot of traffic, you might need to route people. For example, people who are coming from desktop, route them to a different offer. People who are coming from a certain country or some certain places, some certain parts of the world where you do not have traffic, you can route them to another place, right? So that's how this thing works right here. So literally, we've purchased a template. We put the template here, like we put it here. We purchase a domain, we put it here. What we now need to do is to create a locker. And in my case now, what I'm looking to lock are literally peaks. So I'm the one that will decide the peaks. So from what I already did, from the research that I did, I see that tomorrow there is games in FA Cup, there is games in La Liga, there is games in the Bundesliga. I'm only going with Bundesliga, La Liga, and the FA Cup. So if I were going to target any keywords, that's what I'm going to target. So I like what this guy here is doing here, this guy here. So I'm going to leave his channel as an example. I'm even going to subscribe to his channel so that I'm going to like look at what he's doing and build off of what he's doing. Because he has 18 videos and he's doing some good numbers here. I would like to copy this kind of stuff and then lock premium picks, the safest picks possible, while helping people predict things. So literally, ladies and gentlemen, we've successfully done all these things here. I'm just going to go ahead and reload my screen right here because I want to make sure that this thing is perfect. It now says connected. So literally, what we now have to do is we have to go ahead and decide where we want to lock the picks. So I'm just going to go ahead and go into Google Documents. I'm going to find a document that I'm not using. Okay. Here's one of the documents I'm not using. So I'm going to name this document something that's going to be relating to my brand. So I need a brand name. I need a brand name that's going to match what I want to do. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT for that. I'm going to go ahead and ask ChatGPT, I want, okay, let me type that again. I want to build a sports prediction brand that I'll use to share my predictions and lock my safest picks for the weekend. I need nice name examples. So something as simple as this, a prompt as simple as this is going to do. So you can see even ChatGPT agrees. It says great, that's a great niche to build authority and monetize CPA lockers. You see what I told you? Let's keep going. So you can see it is giving me name suggestions. Give me sure edge spots, bet intel, predict sure, the winning blueprint, lock zone spots, elite picks, sure bet authority, game sense pro, safe odds network. Okay, I think I like safe odds network, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm just gonna come here. I'm gonna put safe odds network, safest pick for the weekend. So here I'm just gonna like write that there. So say safe odds network, safest picks for the weekend. So literally, this is where we're gonna write the picks out for the weekend. So here I'm gonna go to the site where I found this game. So this is Luton Town versus Forest Green Rovers. Let me just say that Luton Town versus Forest Green Rovers is gonna score an over 0.5. Augsburg, Dortmund. So I have 3 games all opened up right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy the names. Go here, right back into my document. Write 1 Luton Town versus Forest Green, safest pick over 0.5 goals. Then we go ahead and enter the next one, Augsburg versus Borussia Dortmund. So I'm not actually giving them real picks here. I'm just doing this to teach you guys. So don't think that this is the picks, but I'm just giving you an example of how I'd build a funnel that's going to give people something. Safest pick over 0.5 goals. The third game that we have here is this one, Getafe versus Girona. So let's go ahead and type that in, Getafe versus Girona right here. So safest pick right here. So it says over 0.5 gold. So it depends on you and the kind of sports you're doing, what you want to tell people to bet on. That's what you're going to do. So here we are going to need the link, because what we're going to be locking here is a link to this document. In some cases, you're going to be locking PDF files. You're going to be locking links to videos. You can upload a video to, let's say, an unlisted video link on YouTube, so that only the people who have the link can see it. You can lock the links to a video uploaded to Drive. So you can take this in a lot of different routes, but just know that you can upload very small files like PDFs and all inside CPA Canvas Locker, the CPA Locker tool that professionals use, and then you can add a link. I'm going to show you how to do it. So here I'm going to make sure that my link is for anyone with the link right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on copy link. Then I'm going to go back into CPA Canvas Locker. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on create a new locker. It's going to ask me for the locker name. I'm going to call it, what's the name of the brand again? Let me remember. Safe Odds Network. So let's go back here. So it says Safe Odds Network, because that's what I want to brand my stuff around, giving people safe odds, the safest odds possible. They can't literally lose. Safe Odds Network. So Safe Odds Network, safest picks for the week. Link to document. So you can name this whatever you want to just help you remember. So due to the fact that we've added a domain and we've added a template, when you click on here, you can then select the domain that we added. That's why I say you can have a lot of domains inside your account. Depending on the lockers you're creating, you can do that. But like I said, the more lockers you want is an extra $1, $1. That's why I say just focus on one thing and promote the hell out of that one thing. That's how you get to the money faster, as opposed to trying to do 3 different brands. Just focus on one thing. Then here it says template. Here's a template that we created. It's going to ask you for the path slug. Path slug is going to be what you want the thing to be. So internet verification.live / whatever you put here. So I'm going to name this safest odds for the week. So it says content type. So this is why I said you can lock a URL, you can lock a file. If you select a file right now, it's gonna require you to upload something, but the maximum is 100 MB. When something gets past 100 MB, it's gonna have to be a link. But in this case, we're not even trying to upload a file. We are trying to upload a link. But you can actually make this a file by simply just clicking on file here. Let me make a space here. Let me change this to pics. Let me add an S here. Okay. So you can just click on file here with Google Documents, hover over download, go ahead and click on PDF, and it's gonna download this PDF for you. So you can just come here, click on upload. That's the way you can do it. Just keep it simple. So you can see it has uploaded the document. It says file uploaded successfully. We can just go ahead and click on next. Then here is asking you what platform you want to get offers from. Like this is where your CPA networks now come into play. So you go ahead and click on here. Right now they have CPA Grip, Golden Goose, and OG Ads, because these are the 3 that most marketers use. People use CPA Lead as well and all those things, but there's ways you can totally talk to support, the support on CPA Canvas Locker, and they're gonna add your network for you. So whatever network you have can totally be here. But for me, I'm going to use OG Ads for the example in this video, because I have an OG Ads account. I'm approved there. So what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and get my OG Ads link. So I'm going to go into an OG Ads account. I'm going to go to ogads.com. And now that I'm inside of here, I'm going to go to where it says tools. Then I'm going to go to where it says smart links. You don't want to create content lockers with all these things, because like I said, creating a content locker with OG Ads content locker is going to limit you to OG Ads only. You want to put yourself in a position where if traffic is coming from Zimbabwe, you can totally go and find an offer for Zimbabwe and override it. I'm going to show you how to override it. If traffic is coming from the US, you can find offers for the US and put there. So that's how to do this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and click on a smart link here. You're going to mostly be using smart links. So what smart links are is smart links detect who the person is, and based on who the person is, shows the person the best offer for him or her. That's what smart links are. So using smart links together with CPA Canvas Locker or any locker tool out there is literally how to go. So you can get smart links from CPA Grip, you can get smart links from Max Bounty, although I don't think Max Bounty has smart links, but you can get an offer link on networks that do not have smart links. You can get smart links from different networks and place it here. So literally we're gonna have to go ahead and create a smart link by clicking on here where it says smart links, and it brings us here. So if we scroll down here, you can see I have a couple of smart links here already created. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and click on where it says smart link. Then when you click on where it says smart link, you're gonna have to give it a name. I'm gonna call this Sure Odds network SL. SL means smart link. So here it says notes for personal use, put nothing there, required field, redirect URL. So the redirect URL is where you want people to go when they've converted. So here we're going to put the link that we have here. Let me just go to previous right here, this link. So that's internetverification.live/this right here. So we get that link, we'll go back into OG ads here, and we go ahead and put it here, internetverification.live/, we'll put that here, right? So it's supposed to be HTTPS this, okay, this should work. Now here it says fallback URL to redirect to if no offers are available right here. So what you can then do for this is you can go ahead and put it here as well. Then you want to go to where it says offers here on the other side and then add an offer. So how these things work is you literally look at offers, like you find offers that is gonna convert for your audience. Now there's surveys, there's app installs, there's a lot of things. So you're the one that's gonna decide based on what is available for what country and what device type. So you are the one that's gonna know, okay, I'm gonna be getting traffic from YouTube. That's gonna be mostly people using their phones and their laptops. So I can totally send them to any of these offers here. And my traffic is gonna be worldwide mostly. So I'm gonna just look for offers here. So let's just say that we go to where it says country. We just come here and we type in WW. So WW means worldwide. We're looking for worldwide offers right here to start with. So this one says download Opera GX browser. So you can see whenever someone downloads Opera GX browser from desktop, we get paid 52 cents from any part of the world. So you see how CPA marketing works. Opera GX browser is a big company, so they know that, okay, if we get people to install our apps, our browser for so and so amount, we can make this amount of profit in this amount of time. These are big $1 million corporations. That's why you cannot scam these people. Stop thinking about getting fake leads or any of those fake things. Just do the right thing and learn from me right here. So we have this one that says complete this survey to be eligible to earn more than 5K. This one's gonna pay 7 cents per person. This one's gonna pay 52 cents per person. This one's gonna pay take a survey and earn from home, 10 cents per person right here. Android, iOS. So we can go ahead and add this one since it's worldwide. I think we can add this one as well right here. Then we can just go ahead and click on X because we've added worldwide offers. Then note, when it says 1, this means that this is the one that's gonna be prioritized then before this one. So you can literally move this up. You see how I just moved it up? I moved the Opera browser one up because I want people to get this option first of all to install this and all. But remember, whatever offers you put inside your CPA locker, you have to know what the offer is so that when you're telling people, for example, in my case now, when I'm making videos, for example, a video titled FA Cup predictions, I can tell people that, hey, before you get that pick, we're going to need to verify that you're a real human. That's also a way for us to keep the system running all and blah, 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 blah. So people can know and then convert intentionally. And it's real people downloading these apps for real, answering these questions for real, submitting their details for real. That is what CPA marketing is about for real. So you see how I've created a smart link with 2 offers in it. You can totally create smart links on different networks. There's a lot of different networks out there. CPA Grip, you can do this inside of there. CPA Lead, you can do this inside of there. What other one? I think AdWork Media. I don't think AdWork Media is still functional. I haven't used them in years, but I think they might have something going on around there. But this is literally how you get this thing done. So when people are coming from all parts of the world using desktop, they are going to have to install an app to get our safe picks. So I go ahead and click on here, and don't think that this is all about picks right here, right? It's not all about picks. It's all about traffic and desire. Traffic and desire. Always remember, that's why I took time to explain to you. A lot of traffic, people who are interested in a certain type of thing. In my case here, I'm choosing the sports betting niche, and then something that they desire. In the sports betting niche, they desire safe picks. So not everybody is going to desire it. That's why everybody's not going to convert. But you know that a huge chunk of people who are going to be searching for predictions will totally sign up for going to go and check out your safest picks. So here we go ahead and click on actions right now. Click on view details. Then we go ahead and click on proceed with a shared domain. click on here, click on redirectapps.online, redirectapps.org. So you'll get the link. Just select a domain right there and copy your link. So this link is what you then put here. So click on next if you want. But you see where it says add overrides? You can add country overrides, you can add device type overrides. I don't know why it's not showing. Maybe it's a glitch or something, but there is country overrides, there is device type overrides. Country overrides means that, okay, I know that I have selected 2 worldwide offers inside of OG ads that I want people to complete before they get access to that file that I uploaded as a thing that I want to lock on the first step. But if I want, for example, people from places like Nigeria, people from places like Zimbabwe, or someone from somewhere like South Africa to go to a different offer, I'm going to do something that I'm going to show you now. So let's just practice this country override to explain it practically. I'm just going to go ahead and click on add override. And when I click on add override, you can see here it has brought up this space here, so I can select the country. Let's say that someone from Nigeria wants to access my safe picks for the week, that I want them to see a different offer. I can then select the network here. Like I said, if the network you use is not here, you can reach out to support. They're going to add for you. I've seen other marketers do that and they add it for them. So these are the 3 main ones that these guys type. I think that's why it's showing here. So literally, I can just go ahead and select Golden Goose, and then I'm going to put the link to the Golden Goose offer right here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that. So let me just go into Golden Goose right here, and I'm going to have to log into Golden Goose right here. So now that I'm inside of Golden Goose, this is a dummy account right here. You can see it's not my email. I could just go ahead and go to where it says campaigns, go to where it says smart links. You can see, like I said, most networks have smart links. You can see this is a new account. That's why it's telling me all these things right here. So you can go ahead and create a smart link, select the vertical, you want mainstream, then you select what you want to do. You want to go ahead and look through what they have here, right here. So we can try sweepstakes right there, whatever we can see right here, music, horoscope right there. So dating, recipes, health, and let's click on create right here. So you just create a smart link, and when a person from Nigeria, which is what we told CPA and Vastlocker, clicks, it's going to redirect them. So you can totally name this whatever you want. You can name it the Shore Odds Network SLNG. So NG is Nigeria. So that's literally what it is. This is the link right here. So you can copy this link right here. Then you can go ahead and click on save. And then you go back into CPA and Vastlocker. You put that smart link here. That means that each time people from all around the world click, they're going to go to OG ads. But when the click is coming from Nigeria, they're going to go to Golden Goose and go to this smart link right here. So let's just try visiting this smart links ourselves. So you can see, let me visit the Golden Goose smart link. You're going to see what I'm going to see. Okay, it's taking me to Google, I think, because I have a VPN on. Let me put my VPN off, literally, because these guys know how to detect VPNs, because VPNs are actually easy to detect, and they detect VPNs because they mean business. They know that they cannot gamble that. If they don't detect VPNs, everybody and their grandma is going to take advantage of them. Okay, it's still not working. Maybe the VPN still has an effect on my browser. Okay, it's still routing me to Google. Let's try the OG ads CPA link right here. Okay, perfect. You see, it's telling me to install Opera browser. You can see this one is working exactly as expected. So that's literally how it's going to work out. That's how it's going to play out. That's how you set these things up. So if you want to add another override, maybe there's an offer you specifically want to send people from South Africa to, you can totally add another override here. So you can see that this thing is a very, very good tool. People don't know about this things because they don't do the business, but I'm going to leave it at this. I believe I've explained enough. If you have any questions, you can ask. Now we go ahead and click on next right here, and what we want to work on now is the button text. When people come to your page, what does the button say? So we're going to make this unlock the peaks, unlock the safe peaks. So it's asking what icon we want to use. I'm going to look for something like a padlock that's opening up because I'm trying to get them to unlock something. So we're going to look if there's a padlock here. I normally use download because I'm mostly locking files on the internet. That's what I'm mostly doing right here. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this one right here. Then it says the access button. That's after someone has completed an offer, when the person is now told to access the file or the link that you've just unlocked. So let's just use the same thing. I like like to keep things consistent. Let's use the same thing as what we used in the first one, which is this one here, airplay icon. So literally we have to leave this on open offer in new tab so that people can, when they click to complete an offer, they get open to another tab. When they're done, they can get sent back or they can go back. You tell them that when you're making your content. Do not forget that. So here it's asking what is going to be telling people when they have not completed the offer. I like to just put this to checking for completion. It by default says checking offer completion, but I like to change it to checking for completion just to keep things simple. Then here is what the access test is going to say. So instead of saying access resource, because it's a link, a peak we're locking, we're going to say access your peaks. This is what the people are going to see when they've unlocked the peaks. So access duration 24 hours. This means that after every 24 hours, whoever comes back is going to have to complete another offer before they get access to the file again. So we'll go ahead and click on next. And now, due to the fact that we used two networks, we're going to have to use this post back URL and this traffic back URL and set it up inside our accounts on OG Ads and Golden Goose. Why we're doing it on OG Ads and Golden Goose is because we added offers from those networks to this particular locker. If you added offers from other networks, you're going to have to set up post back and traffic back on all these different networks. I know it's complicated, but you have to learn it. This is what you have to do to win today. If it's new to you, do it. You're going to learn it. I'm telling you the truth. There's no other way. You watch the video, do it, ask questions. I'm going to answer you. So now here, OG Ads post back URL, we'll go ahead and copy that. We go right into OG Ads here. We just close this thing right here. We scroll back to the top. We go back to tools. You see where it says post back URL? Yes, that's where you're going to go. So when you click on where it says post back URL, it's going to bring us here and you can go ahead and paste it here. I already have that here because OG Ads uses one post back for all the offers. So when you put it once here, it's going to stay there. Now, remember that when we were creating the smart link, there was a point where they told us to add stuff. So we just go back to smart links there, click on where it says smart links. And when it loads, we scroll down. This is the one that we created, Sure Odds Network SL. So we'll go ahead and click on that. We'll go ahead and click on edit. And then we go to where it says offers. Okay, not offers. We'll go to where it says basic. Scroll down here. Here where it says fallback URL. That's where we're going to put this stuff right here. This traffic back URL. That's what it is, a fallback URL. So we come here and we replace what is here with that. And we click on edit smart link. It's going to save. Perfect. It says your smart link has been successfully saved. So we need to go into Golden Goose right here. So Golden Goose has link specific post backs and traffic backs. So you need to set it up link by link. If you create another smart link, you're going to have to create a different post back for that particular smart link and a traffic back for that particular smart link. So how to do that is just come to the menu, go to the campaigns, go to the smart links, make sure you're there. You select the particular smart link. This is the one that we used. We'll go ahead and click on settings. The settings icon here is going to open up another tab. Then you go back into CPA Enverse Locker and you go ahead and copy what we have here. So where it says Golden Goose post back URL, you copy that. You go into here, scroll down to the bottom where it says post back and traffic back. Click on there. Here where it says post back, you paste that URL. And then here where it says traffic back, you literally copy this and you paste that URL right here. You click on save. And why you have to do these things is so that these platforms can communicate, so that when you make a conversion, CPA Enverse Locker knows, and then they track all your data for you. They show you where you're making the money, they show you where you're losing the money, they show you all those things so that you actually get to understand. So we'll go ahead and click on next right here. It's saying please review before submitting. We go ahead and click on create locker and perfect. It says locker created. If we now go to content lockers, we should see a locker there. Perfect. So if we copy this link right now, we should go to our locker. So when we go to this internet verification.live/safest odds for the week, we're going to visit. Let's cross check what we just built. Perfect. You can see it says security check required. We're preparing to take you to your destination. You'll be redirected automatically after verification. So it says preparing secure connection for security purposes, waiting for verification. Simple verification required. Complete the verification below to confirm you're not a bot. You'll be automatically redirected to your destination once complete. So you see what we just did. We're the ones that set this whole thing up right now. Literally, So you can literally go ahead and click on here, say checking for completion. So literally this is it, but I can't complete the offers because like that would be a wrong thing to do, and I think they are detecting my VPN. That's why they're not sending me anywhere. But literally you saw how that works. When people go to these links and they complete offers in order to get picks, they can then come back and download the picks by clicking this button again. So it's gonna be our responsibility to tell people what to do, to tell them what to know before they even click our link, so that way we're gonna get conversions on autopilot without having to sell anything on the internet. Now you might think that the money is little, 50 cents, $1, 10 cents, 7 cents, 8 cents, 12 cents, 30 cents, 80 cents, all those things. But you're not selling anything here, remember that. And you can get 200 conversions a day. At 200 conversions a day, you're already making $100 a day, even at a 50 cents average per conversion. So that is what's possible here. Now, you're the one that's gonna need to show people this thing in your videos. Don't worry, we're still gonna get to where you're gonna watch me create content for this, because I chose that funnel so that I'm gonna act it out for you guys. You guys are gonna see how I create everything. And mind you, you can have this page look however you want. As I said earlier, all you're gonna have to do is simply send Clean Code Repository an email, say, hello Clean Code Repository, this is what I want to do. I want to create this kind of funnel that's gonna look like this. They're gonna tell you what it's gonna cost. They develop what you want for you, and then you literally move on from there. You take the piece of code. Instead of pasting this piece of code that we purchased, you're gonna paste your own piece of code, and everything is gonna still connect like this. So when people click, they go to offers. When they fill out the offers, they come back and assess what you promised them. So you're the one that's then going to tell them that, hey, this is how you assess the file. This is what you have to do. There's a lot of bots on the internet, so we require our viewers to do a quick verification check that's just gonna take like few seconds or something. That's literally how it works. People are making money with this. I am making money with this. I've taught a couple of my friends in real life. They are making money with this. So that's literally how it is. So something you can do is to tell people to go and search on Google. You can tell them, simply search on Google for internet verification live safe betting picks. They are then going to find this URL. But how you make it work is you come to here where it says domains. You click on these three dots here. You click on copy sitemap URL. Then you go to your browser and you search for Google Search Console. When you search for Google Search Console, this is it right here. So Google Search Console is what you use to put your site on the Google search engine. You get Google to crawl your site and have your site as a part of their search engine. So go ahead and click on start now. Right here, it's going to ask you to add a domain. So it says all URLs across domain. So you just go ahead and put in www.internetverification.live. Go ahead and click on continue. It says checking verification. So it says copy the TXT record below into the DNS configuration for internet verification.live. So press verify below. So literally you're going to have to go back into Namecheap. Then you're going to have to go to a TXT record here. We're going to have to add a TXT record right here. So here we just go ahead and copy this right here. We go into Namecheap here. The same place where we added those A records. We just go ahead and click on add new record. We'll scroll down to where we see TXT record here. Then we paste this as the value right there. So when we paste that here, what we've copied from there, we just put at right here and we click on the save changes right here. And when we've done this, we go back into Google Search Console and we click on verify. So you can see here it says ownership verified from what we just did. So we can go to property, and this means that we just added our website, our CPA website to Google. Google is going to crawl us in no time. That means when people search on Google, they're going to find it. Now, don't think that what I've built here is a perfect funnel. Your funnel can be whatever you want it to be. It can totally be whatever you want it to be. So we've successfully built this CPA funnel here right in front of you. So you can totally do whatever you want. It's just about your niche, what people need to see, connecting offers from CPA networks to them, making it scalable so that wherever traffic is coming from, there's always offers for people to fill, and telling the people beforehand, before they even click, that, hey, we have this thing locked because of too much bot traffic on the internet. It's going to take you a few seconds to fill out an offer or install an app or something of that sort that only human beings can do. And then after that, they get their stuff downloaded. That's how real CPA marketing can work in today's world. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've watched me come up with the sports betting idea. You've watched me build a funnel for the sports betting thing. Although it would have been better if I purchased a domain name like sureoddsnetwork.com or that type of stuff. Although in some cases, it's best to separate your brand from you, like separate your CPA brand, give it a different name from you. But in this sports betting case, it would actually be strategic if I purchased sureoddsnetwork.com. But I'm not taking this thing serious. I have a lot of things I'm doing. This is just an example for you guys. So you've watched me set up a funnel right here. That's what it takes to have a real CPA funnel running. So I've shown you guys this. I'm then gonna go ahead and try to make videos that's gonna compete with this guy here, this guy that we found that's doing this kind of stuff. And I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna literally just use AI to whip up a video fast, because this kind of videos you're gonna need to do them fast because you're literally playing with time. These matches are gonna come and go. The matches are gonna come and go. FA Cup is gonna come and go. La Liga is gonna come and go every weekend. Sometimes they don't even play matches. So you need to know when to be fast with what you're doing, be fast with your thumbnails, be fast with everything. So you've learned how to build a funnel. Next, we're gonna learn how to make a video. So I wanna show you and explain to you the different ways you can go with creating a video. And we're actually gonna move out of theory and actually move into doing. So I want you to pay very close attention, because I'm gonna show you how to create a video from beginning to end. So you can take this format that I'm gonna give you in this educational content that you're watching now and go out there and use it to spin off different types of videos for different types of niches, depending on what you've chosen to do with the information that you've gotten from this presentation you're watching right now. So to get started, we're gonna have to open this guy's YouTube channel. The guy we've actually found his YouTube channel, which is this guy here called C Knows the Score, for the example that we're doing here. So literally what we want to do is we want to first of all open one of his recent videos. He posted this one 3 days ago. It's Premier League Game Week 22. So let's just go ahead and click on one of his videos.
Hello everybody.
I'm gonna pause there because of copyright issues. So now that I have this guy's video pulled up and I've shown you what his video looks like, our job now is to create the videos, but for ourselves, targeting keywords, trying to get into people's search results so that people find our videos, they watch it, YouTube learns from these videos, and then YouTube shows it to more people. And this thing can happen differently. For example, this football niche now that we're about to use as an example in this tutorial that you're watching, all we're gonna do is make videos when there's matches that we know that people are gonna be searching for predictions on, so that we show up. There could be other niches that you might decide to do. Maybe let's say something like pets. You want to go into pet niche. You want to make videos about pets and lock things for different issues that people have inside different videos and just show up in the search results and make money. That one is going to be a more evergreen thing to do. This one is also going to be evergreen because football keeps happening every weekend, but just know that there is going to be a drought through the week and then there's going to be a spike during the weekend. So this is how things work in real life. So yes, now that you've understood that is why we've looked at this guy's video. We've seen what he has created, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to recreate this same type of video, but in my own way. I'm going to show you how I'm going to steal this guy's video. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot. So depending on what kind of computer you're using, you can just ask ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok or any AI tool you use. Just ask it, say, how can I take screenshots on my laptop? So you put in your laptop's name and it's going to tell you or send you to a video. You learn how to take screenshots. So this is me now. I'm taking a screenshot of this guy's video. So I'm going to take a screenshot right here. You can see I have a screenshot of his video taken. So perfect. I have this now right here. So I'm going to make sure I save that in my computer. And now that I have that saved, what I'm going to do next is explain to you and make sure you understand what we are trying to copy. So what I'm trying to copy by looking at a competitor's video is the topic, the angle, the format, and the length. So these are the 4 things that I'm majorly looking at when I'm looking at a competitor's video. Let me repeat myself: the topic, the angle, the format, and the length. So when I check these things gives me a clear vision on what I'm about to recreate and how I can even twist things up, maybe through the angle or maybe through the topic that I choose, because I've done my research via SEO with a tool like vidIQ, and I know that, okay, I can literally get this stuff done better. I can change topics, change angles, change formats, and even change length. So sometimes when your competitors are just being lazy, you can totally increase the length of your videos and still make it very valuable to beat the competitors. That way you naturally get more average watch time than them and you outrank them. So these things I'm telling you here are secrets that people are going to charge you money and they're going to teach you less. We're putting these things out here because that's what Education Project Online is all about. Now that you've understood that, let's go ahead and look at this guy's topic right here. So this is my competitor now. He's doing Premier League Game Week 22 predictions, 2025-2026. Okay, I'm going to go into my tool here, vidIQ. I'm going to go to where it says keywords right here. You're going to see, if I go here and I enter Premier League predictions right here, inside of vidIQ and I hit search, it's gonna pull up that keyword for me and give me more detailed data on this whole thing. So vidIQ is an important tool, and as you guys know, I have a deal with these guys right here. So you can see this is me right here. They're giving everybody that follows Education Project Online a $1 trial. So all you need to do is copy out the link on the screen right now. When you copy out the link on the screen and use that link, you're gonna get this $1 trial. And if you like the tool and you like the results it's helping you get, you can then keep paying every month. And it's very cheap, it's not costly. So you can totally be making that money every month from your ad revenue, and YouTube pays every month. And as someone who's doing CPA marketing or selling digital products on your channel, you're gonna have extra income apart from the ad revenue. So this is the truth. This is how these businesses work. So you choose what you want to do, you focus on it, and you get to the money. You understand? So you can see the deal I've gotten for you guys right here, the deal we've gotten for you guys as Education Project Online. So go ahead and take the deal, copy the link out on the screen, or click the link below in the top pinned comments. All the links are going to be pinned there. So literally, this guy is doing this as his topic. I can go ahead and check inside of vidIQ here and see, okay, if I click on here where it says Premier League predictions, I can see that the keyword Premier League predictions, this one here, has over 44,700 search volume every month, and it's dropping by 50%, maybe because we're not in a game season. You can see vidIQ is giving you the data that in the last month it has dropped minus 50%. That's why I told you with a niche like football, just know, or sports, any sports at all, basketball, tennis, hockey, whatever you're interested in, you can totally be getting views. It's gonna spike, it's gonna go down, it's gonna spike, it's gonna go down. Happens in entertainment too, because I have some entertainment YouTube automation channels. During the weekends, all the views go up because people are listening to music more, people are going to the clubs more, so they hear about rappers, musicians, and this model or that model or this news or that gossip or something. You understand? So I'm just trying to explain the nature of these things to you, because people don't understand these things. So literally, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the keyword Premier League predictions, the one I entered is wrong. So this is what vidIQ would suggest. So you see how vidIQ has saved me from making this mistake now? That is the power of tools. I talk about this in the newsletter. You should be in the newsletter. If you're not in the Education Project Online newsletter, you're not a member of Education Project Online, you don't know what we're doing, you're not following, because these accounts you see online can get deleted. But we keep everybody together as one big movement by being members of the email list. So go ahead and enter the email list. Okay, just go to educationproject.online/newsletter. It's going to be up on the screen here. Copy the link out. Just copy the link exactly the way it is and put it in your browser. It's going to take you to the page. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. So we know just by using a tool that I'm going to beat this guy already, because see the keyword he's using. He's saying Premier League game week predictions. People might be searching for this as well. We can figure that out with vidIQ. But we know that this is getting way more search and it can actually go up. So if we go ahead and check the one that he has here, I'm just showing you guys how to think, how to use vidIQ, how to do these things and get results. So I'm going to remove this week 22 Premier League game week. Okay, you see how I'm searching for different variations of the keyword to try to understand. So you can see game week 28 Premier League predictions. Okay, so people actually search for specific weeks. So looking this deep now is showing me that if I want to do a title, let me open up this wordcounter.net and write things down for you guys here. So if I wanted to go with a title, I would go with a title like Premier League predictions. Then I'm going to put like a slash here. Then I'm going to go ahead and enter something like this, like the week that I'm trying to predict for. So I'll go ahead and put game week 20 whatever predictions, Premier League predictions. So you can see what I did here. Then I can now put in the names of the clubs to get in even more set. So you see how I'm already beating this guy right now by just being an expert. You know, some of these guys who do these things, they're just people that are just doing stuff. And I'm just showing you guys this because it's a very good example to explain what I'm explaining in this video. So this is about CPA marketing, remember. But you can start CPA marketing and you can start earning even from the pages, from sponsorships, from ads, even if you're using Instagram or TikTok to do meme pages or those kind of things that you can still lock things for. It's just going to be a lot of traffic. The reason you need a tool like CPA Envas Locker is because you need to be able to collect global traffic. Remember, CPA marketing pays you country by country. So when you're trying to do free traffic, you're going to be shooting yourself on the foot if you go the route of trying to promote offer by offer, one by one. It's better to do content locking and do something that has longevity, that even has more income sources tied to it. Because by starting CPA marketing and doing it this way, you're going to have the CPA income. You at some point going to have ad revenue. If you're using a theme pages like TikTok and Instagram pages, you're going to get to a point where people are going to be paying you for sponsorships. If you're in countries where you can monetize TikTok, you can monetize those TikTok pages. You can do all these things, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm teaching it to you here. So I'm just using this opportunity, breaking this guy's video down, trying to show you how I would think, how I would break his video down. Remember, I gave you 4 pointers to use to break every video down. Look at the topic, look at the angle, look at the format, look at the length, and the thumbnail is something too, but the thumbnail kind of has the angle tied into it, and it also has the format tied into it. So now that we have understood that, what we're gonna do is to go ahead and turn this guy's video into our own video now. Like, we're gonna create our own video. You see how I came up with this title here called Premier League Predictions, Game Week, whatever, Premier League Predictions, and I can add the team names here, literally. So what I can do is I can go ahead and create a video now in front of you, because I want to show you guys how to create a video. So remember, what we're doing here is all about taking a video and creating our own version, or taking the style and creating it in our own way, or taking the topic and improving on what they've done, or taking the angle and twisting the angle, finding another angle to make the same video but better. So this is what we're trying to do here, and we're going to be taking this guy's video, this guy here called C Knows the Score. We're going to take this particular video that we've opened as an example, his latest video as at the time of me recording this training piece for you people. We're going to take his video and we're going to create a realistic human-like version of it, but we're gonna do a short form. What we're gonna do a short form is take a look at this video. It's over 15 minutes. If I were to try to create a long form 15 minutes version of this particular training video you're watching now is gonna be 24 hours long. I don't want that. So what I want is to just show you how to create short form, so you can see me start and finish a project in this tutorial that you're watching now, and then you can take what I've done and do it, whether it's long form or short form, whatever you want to do for whatever you're doing with this particular thing, because you can do this thing different niches. It doesn't have to be sports betting. Like I said, being creative is even what's gonna make you money in this training that you're going through right now. So something that you must know about short form content is that short form content is not about educating people, or it's not about teaching people something for the length of the video. It's all about curiosity. Remember, short form is very short. It's way shorter than long form. And when you put a short form video for somebody, the person knows whether he or she is gonna stick to that piece of content from the first few seconds. So what you say in those first few seconds matter. That's why people talk about hooks and hooks here and there. Everybody's talking about hooks. That is why, because what you say in the first few seconds, or what they see in the first few seconds, or the words you use, or the sentence you make, or the things you show them, or the things you promise them in the first few seconds, is going to play a very big role in what we're doing. So you need to understand that short form is not about explaining. In long form videos, yes, you can do the whole hook thing and then get to a point where you have to teach what people came to the video to learn, just like I'm doing now, because this is a long-winded educational piece of content that you guys are consuming right now. So the next thing we're gonna have to do is scripting the video. We have to script what our video is gonna say. Now we're gonna use AI, because in the old world, maybe let's say 5 years ago, we would literally have to sit down and write this thing out and all. But now you can give AI context and have it give you something beautiful. Now, you need to know how to use AI in two ways. The first thing you have to know about using AI is that you have to understand prompting very well. Prompting is extremely critical. There's this book that I have. Let me get the book. This book here, I've read this book, Dr. Barry's Guide to AI Prompt Engineering. Prompt engineering is extremely critical, but it's funny, like when you realize the amount of people who do not pay attention to learning how to talk to AI tools. What I mean is that there's a lot of AI tools. There's ChatGPT, which you can see here. There is DeepSeek, there is Grok, there is Venice AI, which is the uncensored anonymous one. Then there's Gemini. There's a lot of them. There's even a cool AI, which we're gonna use very soon here. But what I'm trying to say is that having access to all these AI tools, it's gonna be totally useless if you do not understand how to talk to AI properly. So one part to getting good results from AI is understanding how to talk to it properly. And the second part to getting very good results from AI tools is patience, correction, and context. What I mean is, when you tell AI something, when you've prompted it, you've given it prompt, tried to explain to it, tried to give it the initial context, and it gives you something. You need to analyze what it gives you. Don't just take it and say that's what AI said. No, look at it, because sometimes AI can make mistake, or it can give you things that's less than the standard you asked for. So you need to watch out for this things. And when you see that, you then have patience, the patience to correct it and give it proper context, give it more context, tell it, no, you did this wrong, this is what I meant, this is what I was looking for. So these are the two things that if you do, you're going to have a very, very good time using AI tools forever. So let me just repeat myself. First of all, prompt engineering. I recommend you read this book. It has the physical copy, the digital copy. I have both the physical and the digital copy. I have the digital copy here. Let me pull it up. You can see what it looks like. It's at about 115 pages. And this is very cheap. The digital copy is $4.99, $4.99. Digital copy is at about $14 or $9. I've forgotten. I think on Amazon it's at about $9. On other marketplaces, you're gonna get it for about $14. But I don't think it's available on Amazon. It's sold out. I don't think it's even available anywhere. It's sold out. But I was able to get a copy. And this book is very powerful. It has helped me get deep into using AI tools. And I recommend anybody who's a beginner, who's still finding it hard using AI tools, understanding how to talk to it, maybe you're not fully comfortable with AI tools, I recommend you read the book. It's a good read. My own strong recommendation. So now that you understand that, this is what the sales page looks like. This is it right here. This is the book that I just showed you, Dr. Barry's Guide to AI Prompt Engineering. You can see it's saying that physical copy is sold out. You can see $9.99, digital copy is $4.99. So I recommend just get the digital copy. It's cheaper and you're going to get access to it immediately. You get this, you read the book, you apply what you learned, you ask questions, you keep on doing, and you just apply these two things. I said proper initial prompting and then the principle of patience, correction, and context. You apply these things, you get good results from AI. So when it comes to scripting, we could choose to use ChatGPT, we could choose to use DeepSeek, we could choose to use Grok, we could choose to use Venice AI, but I'm going to choose to use Gemini for this particular video because I've been using Gemini for a while now and I think I'm liking the results that it's given. So we're going to go ahead and use Gemini for this particular tutorial that we're about to do right now. So I'm going to go ahead and prompt AI now. I'm going to go ahead and tell it, I am looking to create a short form video. This video will be aimed at predicting the score of a Premier League match. We will figure out what the week is, or let me change that, what the game week is, and then we're gonna go ahead and say something like, we then need to pass our prediction message in under 60 seconds because this is short form, and we also need to get the people to visit our domain name to unlock the safest pick of the day for punters who compound. So you can see how I've taken my time. I just calmed down right here to prompt AI. This is my initial prompt. I just gave it this, and you need to know how to calm down and talk to AI. Don't be rushing. Don't be using AI like Google. AI is not Google, although Google owns Gemini. What I'm trying to say right here is that this is an initial prompt, so I can go ahead and give it further context. I can let it know that I need this to be very literal, script wise. It should be built for curiosity so that we get a ton of views, and it should be scripted with the intention. It should be scripted in a way that I can give it to an AI avatar tool and have it be the face of the brand. Then I'm gonna let it know properly that this is for CPA marketing, because it's good to give AI all the possible context so that it's gonna understand what you need for you. Do you understand? Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell it this is all aimed at getting people to unlock the safe picks of the day and complete CPA offers. So help me write a script. We're not going to stop here. We're then going to go ahead and tell it that I will paste a competitor's long form script below, just so you understand what to do for me. But note that his own video is long form, but I want mine to be short form. So I can then go ahead and paste this guy's video right here. So I'm going to show you guys a trick right now. We can just scroll down here, go to more of this guy's videos. You can see where it says on YouTube show transcript. We can just come here, click on copy transcript, and you can see this is being enabled by vidIQ. That's why I told you guys vidIQ is an important tool. Once again, if you didn't copy the link earlier, copy the link on the screen out. Just copy the link exactly the way it is, put it into your browser, and it's going to take you to this page where you can get the $1 deal that we've locked in for you guys with vidIQ. They gave us a $1 deal that anybody who's an Education Project Online viewer or student can use this, get a trial for $1 instead of paying the full price. Then you can decide the next month if you want to keep on using it or not. So literally, we're going to go ahead and copy the transcript like I said. Then we'll give that context to our AI tool. In my case here, I'm using Gemini. So you can see I literally posted this guy's whole script. Everything he said in his video, I just copied it out at a go. So this is the importance of tools right here. So I'm going to let it know that below. I want mine to be short. I'm going to say it is pasted below. So I'm letting you guys see me do this thing raw so that you understand what it takes to get results, because people just teach nonsense everywhere. So you can see it says personalization in progress, because we've given it a lot of context. It has to take some time to get what we need. So you can see it says to make this lethal, we need to move away from the conversational vlog style of your competitor and lean into high status data-driven authority. So you can see what we've done here. You can see how with just a prompt, we have gotten this far. That's why I said prompting is too important. So this book that I recommended right here, I wouldn't be recommending something if I don't know that it's good. This book is good. So go ahead and read this book, and it's cheap. vidIQ 2 is giving us a steal, $1. So don't waste your time. Buying a domain name is maybe $10 a year, or maximum $20 a year, or $11 a year, something of that sort. Some domain names even give you deals. I have deals, domain companies that we've done deals with, and they give you guys domains for cheap, at least for the first year or the first 2 years. A tool like CPA and Locker, it's really very useful. Like personally, I pay for email marketing tools. I pay for a lot of domains. I pay for things that I use, and I make money online. So I just do my math. When you're using the right type of tools, you realize that you're going to be making more money from those tools than you're spending. So that is a good deal for you. That's how to do business. So I'm just telling you guys that all these tools that I'm mentioning here, they are not a joke. All these things like this book here, all these things. So don't think it's a joke. I'm just pointing it out here. So let's get back to the thing here. So we're trying to script our own video. So you can see what AI is telling us here. It says, since you are using an AI avatar, the script should be punchy, rhythmic, and slightly provocative to trigger the curiosity gap. Okay, so it says the first 5 seconds, call out a specific high-profile match with a controversial take. So you can see what it's doing here is writing a script for us, saying something like this. So you can see that we've gotten AI to understand what we want to achieve. That's the thing here. Now that we've gotten it to understand what we want to achieve, the next best strategic thing to do is to then go ahead and tell it the particular title that you want your video to be. So we'll go into this bookie here. It could be any bookie at all. We're gonna find the biggest match here. Okay, something like Bournemouth, Liverpool, Man City, Wolverhampton. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this Man City, Wolverhampton. Then I'm gonna copy that title. I'm gonna go into here. I'm gonna ask it, I want to make this video for the Man City, you see here, Man City versus Wolverhampton match. I'm gonna ask, what game week is it? So you see how I'm working with AI. Yes, I'm teaching you how to work with AI, because this is one of the biggest skills you can have right now, because it can help you get ahead fast. It can help you do a lot of things. It can help you learn. It can help you do a whole lot of things right here. So let's come here, right? So it says this match is a game week 23. So that means that this title we put here should be Premier League predictions. Let me correct this. Premier League predictions, game week 28. This is still the same thing again, but I'm just gonna change this. I'm gonna remove that. Then I'm gonna put in Man City versus Wolves Premier League prediction. So you see what I did here with the SEO, but I'm gonna find out what people search when it comes to Man City versus Wolves. I'm gonna go into vidIQ. So you see the importance of vidIQ again. I go into vidIQ and I put in that keyword Man City versus Wolves. So it shows me what's happening. I can come here to see. So it says Man City versus Wolves watch along. So people do watch along. This is something that you can take up as a niche and do for yourself on YouTube and build an income. So people search for Man City versus Wolves. Let me check Man City versus Wolverhampton. Let me see what's going to happen with that. Literally nobody's searching for that. So I think everybody uses Wolves, because you can see Wolves highlight. So I can literally check for a keyword like Man City Premier League predictions. Let's see what's going to happen with that keyword. Right, I want to show you guys what it takes to do good work. So you need to sit down and do good work. Okay, so I think the best keyword for us to go for is the Man City versus Wolves one. It has the most search right here. So people search for Wolverhampton as well. So we can just put in Man City versus Wolves Premier League prediction. So this could be the title of our video. And now that we have this title, okay, sorry, it's supposed to begin week 23. We can then go ahead and take this title here and give it to Gemini and tell it that this is the exact title we want to use. We put the title here, then we come here and we say write the script. So you can see the title that we're choosing to go with: Premier League predictions, game week 23, Man City versus Wolves Premier League prediction. Or we could even do something, instead of repeating this Premier League prediction, we could change this title to Manchester City Wolverhampton. So I think this is a better use for SEO. This is a better SEO title. So I think this is what we're going to use: Premier League predictions, game week 23, Manchester City. So I think this is a better title for SEO, with SEO in mind. So we can literally come here to see what it is scripted. So it says this script is designed for a high retention AI avatar video. It uses the exact title you requested and focuses on data-backed curiosity to drive viewers to your domain for the CPA offers. Video metadata: Premier League title, Premier League prediction, duration 55 to 58 seconds, visual style AI avatar in a suit, tech background overlaid, floating match starts. Okay, so here it says the aggressive hook: stop scrolling. If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind. Okay, so now we are sure that we have a script done. We have a script, a video script down right here. And this is done for short form. If it's long form, you tell it that you want a longer script, you want to explain to people, well, you want to do this, you want to do that. It depends on you and the niche you're doing and what you need to do for your niche. So you're going to watch me make a video here in front of you, so you're going to understand what it is. So just to repeat myself and lay emphasis on this book right here is really one of the most powerful books you can read when it comes to artificial intelligence. I'm telling you this because it's extremely powerful. You see how AI scripted the video for? If I didn't know how to talk to AI properly, how to calm down and prompt it and tell it things and all those things, I wouldn't do this. You understand? I'm just telling you how these little things, these little tools and extra things they tell you to get can actually improve your whole performance on the internet. So now that we've scripted this book, you can buy it. It's going to be one of the links we're going to pin below, or you can copy the link out that you see on the screen now and visit it. Just copy this exact link, put it into your browser. It's going to take you to this page where you're going to be able to purchase the book, or you can just search for it on Google. You can just search for Dr. Barry's Guide to AI Prompt Engineering. It's still going to bring you to this page right here. So please make this investment for yourself. It's an investment into yourself. So now that we've done that, you know why good prompts matter. And now that you know that, I'm now going to go ahead and show you and explain to you logically how you can turn this kind of good script now into a video. I'm going to explain everything here so you understand. When it comes to deciding how you're going to shoot your content or what kind of content to create, whether to use an AI avatar or not, it depends. So if you're a shy person that you can't come in front of the camera, you need to go with an AI avatar. Or if you're a person that you don't just want to show your face but you can talk, and you can choose to do a faceless video. But you need to know when a faceless video is going to harm what you're trying to do. For example, let me give you a real life example. If you're trying to make a faceless video in a niche like reviews, where you need people to buy stuff, using a faceless video for reviews is going to harm your conversion rates. And how you make money is through affiliates and sponsorships and all. It's going to harm your conversion rate because people need to be seeing somebody's face if they're going to pull out their money and buy. People trust humans. So with that, you can use very high-end AI avatars, which I'm going to show you how to create if you want to do that. But just know that it's going to be costing you money if you're trying to do that. So the cheapest way to do this is to just use your face, use yourself, and do what you want to do. Be the presenter for whatever business you're building at the time. You can save all the money. But if you're either shy or you don't just want to show your face, you have money to invest in AI tools, AI avatar tools, then you can totally go with that. But before we get into using AI to do this, because in this video we're going to use AI because I'm someone who is already successful in a lot of the things I do. So me choosing to use an AI avatar here is because because I have the budget to do that. I already have high experience. I know what I'm doing. I know that I don't want to put my face here. My face is already in a lot of places. If you guys know me on the internet, you guys know I'm tied to a lot of things on the internet. So if you want to use like your voice or just a faceless video, you can plan a presentation, or you can just use canva.com to prepare a presentation. Canva.com/presentations. You can use it to prepare a free presentation for yourself, and you can present that thing. You can just turn on this screen recorder here. This screen recorder that I'm showing you is what I'm currently using. That's what I've been using all my life for all my screen recordings. I've never paid for a screen recorder tool ever. This is free and it can work. And some computers even have inbuilt screen recorders. Some devices have inbuilt screen recorders. So it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're recording the presentation, and then when you're done, you just put it into an editor, maybe crop it out a bit, cut the empty spaces to make it look senior, probably add smaller subtitles if you want to do that, or you can just leave it depending on the kind of presentation you have. If you have a presentation that has a lot of images and all, then you might have to still add subtitles for people to be able to follow along. But if your presentation is filled with words and sparing images, then you do not need any subtitle. So this is a recorder tool that I use. You can use it. It's called OBS. You can just go to Google and search for OBS project. When you search for OBS project on Google, you're going to find this right here, Open Broadcaster Software. That is the meaning, Open Broadcaster Software. That's basically what this thing is, literally. So now that we've understood this right here, it is important for you to know that OBS and recording your screen using screen recorders like that is for people who want to use their voice. If you want to show your face as well, like this kind of video where you're showing your face small, just like the type I'm doing now, you can still use OBS. You can just click on this thing here that says video capture device, and you can see me here. You can see my face here. I can move my face around up like this. I can move it down like this. As you can see, literally you can see me right there at the corner. So you can still create this kind of videos with OBS and reduce the editing that you're gonna have to do. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that as well. I was just showing you that because I'm teaching you guys right here. And go ahead and click on here. So for those of you guys who are gonna wanna do advanced videos, who wanna do this thing for real, or you are shy, you don't wanna use your face, because you have the option of using your face. And to use your face is very simple. Just buy a tripod. You can see I have a phone here. When I came into the internet newly, I had a lot of channels. I had one channel that I was at about 300,000 subscribers. That particular channel, I grew it from 0 to 300,000 subscribers with a phone, just a phone, a mobile device. So you can have a mobile device, the camera is fair. You can just purchase cheap lighting. You can buy a tripod, cheap tripod, hold your phone like this, turn your camera on, literally. Let me turn mine on. I know you're not seeing it, but I'm just demonstrating. I turn my camera on like this. You can see my camera here. It's showing my hand. I don't know if you can see. I can literally record myself and have my tripod sit here and record me, and I can save myself all that cost of trying to pay for AI tools or do any of those things. But that is if you're comfortable with showing your face, because you're not gonna force everybody to be comfortable with showing your face. Some people are not just built for that kind of thing. So if you're the people that's not built for that kind of thing, I'm then gonna go ahead and show you how to use AI, because AI is what I'm actually gonna use in this video for myself, because I'm a person that I have experience. I have the money to spend on the AI tools. I have the AI tools. I even use them, and I know what I'm doing. So I know I'm gonna make my money. I'm not doubting, and I know the money is gonna come to me. So if you're someone that have learned, or you're learning and you feel like, oh, I don't want to show my face, I don't even want to use my voice, then this AI method that we're going to do now is going to work best for you. So we're going to literally go right into here, this tool, acool.com right here. So what Acool does is it creates AI avatars, real looking human beings that talk. You just give it the script. So we can literally take the script that we've gotten from Gemini here, or whatever other AI tool you're using. We can take the script and we'll just give it to a tool like Acool AI and select the person we want, be it a girl, a male, a female. It generates the raw content for us. Then we then go into video editing tool, which we're still going to do together here, and create a video. So these are the things you need to understand. So we're going to go ahead and get into my Acool account, because I have a paid account. I think the $500 plan, that's what I'm on right now. Before I get there, I want to show you all the pricing packages, and I want to show you the features so you understand. So you can see there's live camera, live AI generation, and AI can go live for you. There is streaming, real-time avatar with chat via voice. There is avatar video. This is the one that we are going to utilize. This is the feature we're going to utilize in this tutorial, this CPA marketing free traffic tutorial that you're watching now, because what we're doing here is basically generating free traffic with these things online. Face swap, there's text to speech, there's image generation, there is voice cloning, there is live face swap, there is AI agent support, there is image to video, there is text to video, there is holographic avatar displays, there's a background changing feature, there's the voice changing feature, there's a Jarvis moderator, there's a video translation feature, there's the face swapping feature, which we've talked about earlier, there's the character swapping feature, talking photo, making pictures talk, there's the AI video editor feature, and then there's a video campaign feature, right? Like where they produce customized videos for you. So this is what A-Cool is all about. We always get deals with these guys because they know me, they know what I'm about, they know that I'm real, they know my results, they know me. So they have created deals for us. If you copy this specific link that's on the screen now, like you copy this specific link and you put it in your browser, wherever you're watching from the world, it's gonna take you to the A-Cool page. And when you get to that A-Cool page, it's gonna save you, I think, 20% off whatever plan or whatever feature or whatever tool you choose to pay for. So this is the kind of deals we get for you. So do not play with these things. Whenever you're watching our videos, we give you deals everywhere. So literally copy out the link, go there, use the coupon. You can always come back to this video or write the link and the coupon down somewhere so that you're gonna use it when you wanna pay for your tool. So you make sure you're not missing out on the deals that we secure for you guys. So now that you've understood that, let's go ahead and look at the pricing, because I want you guys to understand what this thing takes right here, because I'm not the type of guy that's just going to come here and tell you, hey, you go and use this tool. I want to explain and show you what you're going to be getting for your money right there. So you can see that if you choose to pay yearly, you're going to get 30% off. If you now use our coupon on top of that 30%, you're going to save even 20% further. Do you understand the kind of deal, the kind of money slashing deals we're giving to you here? Yes, that's what Education Project Online brings to the table. So use our links, copy the links out and use it anywhere you're watching. It doesn't matter what platform, wherever, what website you're watching, just copy the link you see on the screen and use it. So you can see that yearly is going to cost you $21 per month. That means it's going to cost $252 per year. So these kind of tools, personally, I recommend and I advise people to just pay yearly. Like me, for CPA and VastLocker, I pay yearly. I just pay yearly. For my email marketing tools, I pay yearly. For my domains, I pay yearly. For my vidIQ tool, I pay yearly. For my things, I just pay yearly because I know I'm locked in the business. I have a routine I follow every day, so I'm not trying to play around with myself. I know that, oh, this tool is going to save me time, it's going to make me money, so why not pay for the tool? It's an investment. Don't think that these things are jokes. So literally, you can see for $21 you get 600 credits right here. If you go to 1,200 credits, it becomes 39. So like this is what you get. For the Pro Max feature, you can see the things that you can do. You can have access to 8 AI video models. You have 8 different faces you can choose from. Video length up to 30 minutes. Video translation, proofread access. Pro templates, 10 image models. A-Cool Basic Premium, C-Dance 1.0 Lite, image model 365 Unlimited, license personal, concurrent generations 2, fast processing speed, watermark removed. So for the free one, you don't even get all the watermarks removed. You don't get fast processing times. So this, I'm just showing you what the tool looks like right here. So with this higher plan, you get access to 13 AI models. You get access to live camera access. You get access to studio voice for brand terminologies. You get access to collaborative features. For this one that they charge $350 per month, you get access to 12,000 credits. This is for people who are now at the point where you're making a lot of money and you need to be pumping out a lot of content. You can totally up your monthly spend to this. That's how to scale. And you get collaborative features, meaning you can have team members work with you on your big business when you're getting to that level on your internet business. You can see that you get access to all the AI models that they have, all of them with this plan, and you get access to resolution up to 16K, 60 minutes of video length that you can generate, business templates, everything in Pro Max, business license. You get access to A-Cool, Basic and Premium, everything there. You get access to concurrent video and image generation. Concurrent generations can be up to 10. So I'm just explaining these things to you because some of you guys might not understand what you're actually paying for. So if you want to take it easy and pay monthly, these are the plans you can go for. So this is what it literally looks like. Like I said, copying our link and using the coupon is going to save you a lot of money. So have that in mind. Now let me go ahead and log into my A-Cool account and let's move on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on login. You can see that here I'm inside my A-Cool account and you can see that the amount of credits I have, 13,345. I'm just showing you that people actually spend money on these things. When you're making money with these things, you're going to be spending money on it. It's just that people don't even know how to to even do the normal YouTube themselves. They can't even do it. To even talk, they can't even do it. Like they've not even had any experience of becoming successful with anything. So it's literally unfathomable to them when you're talking about that you're spending $500 a month on a tool or that you're paying $1,000 a year for a software tool that you use, it doesn't make sense to them, but it's actually plausible. I'm just showing you this to make you understand that people actually pay for these things. So now we'll need to copy our script out. So I'm gonna take the script right here. I'm gonna remove the stop scrolling part because I don't think I want to say that in my video. So I just go into this document tool and I basically copy out my script from here to my document script. Then let me get the rest of the script just like this, put it out here. So I get this part of the script. See how AI kind of breaks it down for you. So I'm just copying the things that I need to give to the avatar tool, the things that need to be said. So I'm telling you these things that I'm explaining what I'm doing so you understand what I'm doing and understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'll go ahead and copy this right here. I go here, I paste, and I think I have the full script. So let's go ahead and read what the script says. The script says, if you're betting on Man City just to show up and crush, and okay, let me read it again. It says, if you're betting on Man City just to show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming. City is currently sitting second, but look at the trend. 3 draws in their last 5 games, including that stalemate against Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal and Man United to narrow results recently. The bookies have priced this as a 4-0 blowout, but my model suggests a serious fatigue factor for Pep's side. Official prediction, Man City wins, but they don't cover. I'm calling a 2-1 or 3-1 finish. Value isn't on the City money line, it's on the Wolves plus 2.5 handicap. That is where the smart money is hiding. But listen closely, that is not my safest play of the weekend. For punters who compound and play for long-term profit, I've identified the one lock of the day from a different game week 23 fixture where the keeper's save percentage has dropped to a career low 56%. I cannot post that pick here, it would crash the odds. To unlock the Oracle safe pick, head to, we'll put our link here. I'm gonna put in www.safebetstoday.com right now, or let me just say safepick.com. It's not real. Right now, complete the quick access check and get the exact scoreline before the market moves. So instead of saying link in bio, we're gonna tell them visit www.safepick.com right now, or click the link in top comments or bio or account bio. So we're gonna take this script now that we've lined up here. We're gonna go into A Cool AI. We went to down here, then we clicked on this AI tools. That's what brought us here. So this is where you get to see all the tools that they have. The tool we want to use is the AI avatar video. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And when we click on that, we have this lady here. Let's see all the other options. So we'll click on there where it says avatars. It's going to show us all these people. So Mike in office, Logan, Hanson in meeting, Emma in meeting, Evelyn at school, Dr. May in office, Ava in meeting, Zoe at home, Paul outdoor. I'm looking for a beautiful lady that kind of looks trustworthy. Okay, I think I like this one. This is Alisa, this is Alice. So I literally go ahead and paste my script here where it says type your script here. We'll go ahead and paste the script here. What we then go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and click on where it says generate right here, and it's gonna ask me what I want to name the video. You can name it whatever you want. I can name it Man City versus Wolves video unedited. Then I can select 1080p. That's good, but if you're doing something and you need 4K and all those bigger things, this is where you select it. Or you want to reduce the quality, you can go to 720, but I'd like 1080p. Frames per second, leave it the way it is, and go ahead and click on generate. It says A Cool, it's loading, and it's going to literally create something for us. It says generation in progress. We're going to see everything come to life right here in front of us. So we're going to see what's going to happen. So it says processing. So you can see some of the things that I've used A Cool for. Some translations I did here. I had myself speaking Spanish. I had myself speaking French. So I'm just showing you the things that you can do with AI in today's world. So you can see the current thing we're working on. It still says processing. So we're going to let it process. And when it's done, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to cut it so that I don't waste your time at all. Let's go. Okay, so the first one generated, which is the one I selected, this lady here. I played it. I didn't like the way her mouth was moving. So you can see how this mouth movement is kind of, I didn't really like it. So I went on ahead and put the same exact script again for this guy. And I think I like this guy's own better.
Betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23. You are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming. City is currently sitting second, but look at the trend. 3 draws in their last 5.
So definitely we're gonna have to edit this and cut out some things and add some things. We're gonna do all that here because this is the job that I have to do for you guys. I have to like show you guys these things and make sure everybody understands what they need to do. Everybody knows exactly what buttons to push and how to set things up the right way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and edit this piece of video that I have here now. So you can see we have the option of moving this video to the AI video editor. Using something like CapCut on your mobile device is gonna be extremely powerful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to the mobile device and we're gonna use CapCut to edit on mobile so that you understand that this is possible even if you're using your mobile phone right here. So this is my mobile phone, you can see here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and search for CapCut right there. I have CapCut open on my mobile device, and while it's opening we're gonna have to move the file from my computer into my phone. All I have to do is click on new project right here. I believe you can see my phone. So if I click on new project, it's showing me inside of my phone all the videos that I have in my phone. So what I want to do is I don't want to like use these videos. I want the video that we created for this purpose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take up a cord. So there's usually going to be a USB cord where you are, or any type of cord. Just know that you can use cords to connect to your computer and put things to your phone, or vice versa. You can use flash drives as well. You can use memory cards as well, depending on the kind of computer or the kind of devices you have where you are, anywhere you're watching this video from. The point is transfer the video you've created from here into your mobile device if your mobile device is what you're using for editing. I personally do not use my mobile device for editing, but I always like to go mobile and teach you guys mobile editing because I know that a whole lot more people out there use mobile devices. So I will teach it to you guys. If you want to learn Premiere Pro and all, it's a totally different game. You need a computer. You need I have Premiere Pro here right now, but I'm not going to teach you that because it's just going to make this video unnecessarily long. So now I'm going to plug in this cord into my computer and I'm going to plug it into my phone. So once it detects it, you can see it has pulled up my phone's memory on my computer screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look for those videos. This is that video download, and this is the thing that we want to use, thing that was generated by Gemini. So then I just pick the two of them, I cut and I go into my device, which is this. I go into my internal storage and I paste that into my internal storage, and everything is pasted. It's literally done just like that. So now that I have that pasted, this file should be inside my phone, my mobile device now. So if I take up my mobile device now and I go ahead and click on new project again, see it here, let me play it here.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming.
So this is the major piece of content that I want to take. I'm going to try to move this into another folder right there. So click on new project. Perfect. You can see the video is now showing here. So I can go ahead and click on there. I can click on add. So you can see that we just put our video file inside of here. So you can see what it looks like here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a better video. I'm going to make it better. So first thing I want to do is, you notice how this guy is just in the middle, looks like he's floating in the air. I want to pull this thing down. I want to pull it down so that the video starts from somewhere around here, so that we then have space from the top here where we can do all those editing and showing all the things that we're talking about while we're showing it. So literally, I'm just going to go ahead and scroll to the timeline here, click on the video itself. You can see how I just clicked on it, the video here, like this. When I click on it, I just have to pull it down. I just have to hold my finger on it and pull it down. Right, this is why mobile editing is different from desktop editing, but you have to know how to do all of them. Mobile is kind of easier because you guys are already used to using mobile phone. So you can see how we just pulled it down. So let's go ahead and press play again.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming. City is currently sitting second, but look at the trend. 3 draws in their last 5. Including that stalemate against Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal and Man United to narrow results recently. The bookies have priced this as a 4-0 blowout, but my model suggests a serious fatigue factor for Pep's side. Man City wins, but they don't cover. I'm calling a 2-1 or 3-1 finish. The value isn't on the City money line. It's on the Wolves plus 2.5 handicap. That is where the smart money is hiding. But listen closely. That is not my safest play of the weekend for the punters who compound and play for long-term profit.
So literally, you saw what that looked like. So we're going to totally remove this CapCut logo at the end. So we have a 1 minute 24 seconds file right here. So we can totally click on this, and we can go ahead and click on crop, and we can just pull it down like this, right? I want to show you guys how I'm going to build this particular video. Then I click on this check mark right here. You can see what we're doing now. So we can just go ahead and pull it down further, like this. Yes, so like this, we have all the space at the top right here. We have all the space to play with in our whole presentation, what we're showing people. So let's go ahead and press play.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23.
You see that there was a space between the game week 23. So we want to remove all the spaces. Like, this is how you edit. You make sure you remove the spaces, then you do the visual things, visual assembly, pulling things together, putting things on top of here. So let's go ahead and look for that file, image file that we saved. Yes, we need to go ahead and look for that file. So we need to go ahead and click on plus right here, go to photos right here. This is it right here. So click on add, adding it before this one. So we don't want that. We click on it, click on delete. All we want to do is we want to use the overlay feature, right? I'll click on overlay, add overlay. This should be the overlay. We'll click on that. So you see how it has done that right now, added that as an overlay. So we want to go ahead and zoom that out like this. So I'm trying to arrange everything so that it looks perfect. Okay, I think like this we are good. So you see how we're building out this video here now. So we can totally go ahead and spread this thing. We can go ahead and spread this thing like this. And go ahead and spread this thing like this. You see what I'm doing? I'm spreading it. I'm taking it like the overlay that we added. So you can see we now have a video that looks like somebody here talking, just like that guy, but now a short form version. We have a video that somebody is here talking, and then there is room for information to be shown here. There's room for our logo to be here. There's room for Premier League logo. There's room for these things to be better. So what I normally do is I will take this particular design here now, I'll take it into Photoshop and I'll do some touches on it. So if we go ahead and play this video now.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming. City is currently sitting second, but look at the trend. 3 draws in their last 5, including that stalemate against Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table.
So when they are saying something like looking to bet on Man City versus Wolves, or that look at the trend, you can go to a site like SofaScore. Like, this is me just piecing a piece of content together. I'm just piecing content together here. This is the assembly process. You need to know the assembly process of every piece of content. Every niche you choose is going to have its own different assembly line for its content. It's going to have the moving parts of how you get to create that piece of content. It's different for every channel. So I can't come here and tell you that, hey, this is the method. There is no specific method. It's all dependent on what you're trying to do. But you guys have seen me create this. You can see it on my phone screen right here. Leave a like and follow the movement. So I could literally take this design here now, go into Canva or Photoshop or whatever, and put my logo here. I can put my Premier League logo here. I can then take screenshots of what I need to show people here. Maybe when I'm talking about that Man City has had a draw, or lose. I take a screenshot of that. I can get screenshots of that from a site like SofaScore, just to show you SofaScore, because I like to be very, very explanatory. I can just come here and search for SofaScore. I can just search for SofaScore right here. This is sofascore.com. If I go there, it's going to show us all the matches that are coming up. So you can see that Man City has a match with Bodo Glimt, this particular team right here. I think this is happening today at the time of me recording this video, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Premier League. I'll just go ahead and search for the game specifically. I'm going to search for Man City versus Wolves. So I'm going to do that. You can see it has brought it up. I'm going to click on it. The first search result that there, you can see the same particular match that I'm using as the example in this video tutorial you're watching now. Then we can go ahead and look. So you can see that the results have been a win, draw, lose for Man City. If For Wolves, it's been lose, draw, draw, draw. So these screenshots could be taken. Like I could take a screenshot now. You can see my phone just took a screenshot, and I could totally crop out these parts right here. I could crop out this parts right here, because this is the part that we're gonna need to show people in our video edits. I can save this part right here, and then these are the possible lineups. If we go to where it says lineups, you can see all these things here. So we'll take a screenshot of that and we crop it out. So you see that this, like creating this particular type of content, has its own moving parts. It's not like what you would have to do if you're doing a gaming channel, or what you would have to do if you're doing a channel about pets and how people can take care of their pets. So you can see Wolves, their possible lineup. So we take a screenshot of that and then we arrange everything like that. So we have these screenshots taken right now. So you can see the people that are on injuries right here. So we can take a screenshot of the injury guys as well. So you see how I'm assembling this piece of content. When I put it all together now, it's gonna make perfect sense. So these are the guys that are out for Man City, or that are rumored to be out. This is the coach, Pep Guardiola, and this is the Wolves side. So Wolves only have 3 guys that are doubtful. So we just go ahead and take the screenshots of them, these guys here. So we can now go back into CapCut, literally, and let's now see how we can assemble things here. Let's press play once again.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23.
So here we need an overlay. So click on an overlay, then we can just use this as an overlay right here. We can just put it somewhere here. You can see how we're making it small. So you see what I just did there. So let's press play once again.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming.
So we'll spread this somewhere here. So it looks like there's a lot of information.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming. City is currently sitting second, but look at the trend. 3 draws in their last 5, including that stalemate against Brighton. Wolves 5, including that draws in their last 5, including that stalemate against Brighton.
So let's go ahead and spread this thing out more. The stalemate against Brighton, we're gonna find the score of that match,
including that stalemate against.
So this is the part where we need to stop. We need to split this right here. It needs to be the stalemate against Brighton that is showing, right? So we can just go to Google again, and we can go ahead and search for City versus Brighton. Now why I'm searching for these things is because it's the moving parts to me for the content that I'm trying to create. Your own content could totally be different. You could be searching for different things. So you can see that this is the match here. It was a 1-1 draw. So we can take a screenshot of that match, crop out what we need to tell our stories better in our video edits. And when we have this taken, we'll go back into CapCut right here, and then we can go ahead and add that as an overlay from this point. This is that stalemate match that they're talking about, and then I can pull the match up right here and I can make it small like this. So you see how I'm squeezing my fingers to make everything look alive. So you can see what I'm doing here. So you see how I'm using the space that I created, the content I created, turning it into better content that actually makes sense, that people are going to consume and feel like, oh, I just watched a good video, right? They're not even going to be thinking AI. So
Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal and Man United to narrow results recently.
So if you notice something happened, then he said something about
rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal and Man United.
So let me press play again.
Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal.
So here where it says both Arsenal and Man United, I wanna show the matches where Wolves held Arsenal and Man United, because in this kind of scenario where I'm trying to create content for, it's all about showing the people the things, showing them the data. so that they feel like you're getting onto something, and then you know what you're doing, you know what you're trying to get them to do. You're trying to get them to visit your site and complete your CPA offer and still get value at the same time for the piece of content they just consumed. So let's go back and play from the beginning.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming. City is currently sitting second, but look at the trend. 3 draws in their last 5, including that stalemate against Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal and Man United to narrow results recently. The bookies have priced this as a 4-0 blowout.
So we're going to look for the Wolves versus Man United match, Wolves versus Arsenal match. So Wolves versus Man U. Okay, so there's the last one that happened recently. So we'll go ahead and open up that match to see the results. So this is Wolves versus Man U. So we'll go ahead and take that, and this was at Man U's home, but it doesn't matter. This is just an example. So you can see Arsenal versus Wolves. Arsenal won though. Arsenal won, but it wasn't an easy win. It was a 2-1 win. So they're just trying to say that it's going to be hard for Man City, or it could be hard for Man City, although they could get the win. That's what AI is predicting. So you see how we created this piece of content and how we are still piecing it together, putting everything together one by one. You're going to watch me do it right here, right now in front of you. So let's go ahead and press play again.
Man United to narrow results recently.
So let me start from here again.
Including that stalemate against Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal.
So we'll click on overlay here. We'll stretch this one out a little bit. We'll stretch this one to here a little bit. And then we click on add overlay. And then we add the Manchester United match right here. So when I add that Man U match right there, I want to go ahead and add the Man City one as well. So I go ahead and click on add another overlay. This is the Man City one. I want to add that match on the top of the other one right there, so that they get to see everything right at one glance. That's the key of editing. Like I said, editing is not creativity. Editing is just finishing. You're just finishing up what you've done. You're just giving them the data so they can consume. So I can just pull these things here. So let's just go ahead and press play.
But they've held both Arsenal and Man United to narrow results recently. The bookies are
So let's spread this out. So this particular video is not even perfect. So let me go back here and press play from the beginning. Let's see what we've done so far.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming. City is currently sitting second, but look at the trend. 3 draws in their last 5, including that stalemate against Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal and Man United to narrow results recently. The bookies have priced this as a 4-0 blowout, but my model suggests a serious fatigue factor for Pep's side. Official prediction, Man City wins, but they don't cover. I'm calling it 2-1.
So when he talked about fatigue, remember we took a screenshot of the injured players on Man City's side, so we're going to want to show that here. So let's go back there and catch that part.
Price this as a 4-0 blowout, but my model suggests a serious fatigue.
So this is where it talks about a fatigue blowout. So we can just cut what we have here, cut what we have here, delete that, select this one, delete that, and then add overlay of the injuries on Man City's side right here, which are all these people right here. So we can show the injuries like this. So you can see what I just did here. So I can go ahead and spread that out to the ending. Then I'm going to see how that plays out. I'm going to go back. I'm going to try to play from here. Let's go ahead and see how that plays out. Okay, press play.
Just a serious fatigue factor for Pep's side. Official prediction, Man City wins, but they don't cover. I'm calling it 2-1 or 3-1 finish. The value isn't on the City money line. It's on the Wolves plus 2.5 handicap. That is where the smart money is hiding. But listen closely. That is not my safest play of the weekend. For the punters who compound and play for long-term profit, I have identified one lock of the day from a different game week 23 fixture where the keeper save percentage has dropped to a career low 56%. I cannot post that pick here. It would crash the odds. To unlock the Oracle Safe Pick, head over to www.safepick.com right now. Complete the quick access check and get the exact score line before the markets move. Visit the www.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and try to add subtitles right here. I'm going to try to add subtitles right here. So to do that, just go ahead and click on text, auto captions, and then we select generate from video, and we can select the format that we want. I think this one is good. Let's go ahead and click on generate. You can see CapCut is generating it right here in front of us, and we can then go ahead and we can let it generate, and when it's done we can then work on making it better. Now note that this piece of content I've created here is not perfect. I'm just creating this to show you how content can be put together with SEO and intention in mind. After this, we're still going to talk about thumbnails. You can see it says captions generated. So let's go ahead and press play.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23,
this is not what I wanted. So I will click on it, then I'll click on this part here where it's going to say style. So we'll click on that part where it says style, then we select the style that we want. It could be something like this. It could be telling me to pay though, because I normally do not use CapCut. So it might be telling.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game.
So okay, I'm gonna try to find something that does not have this diamond sign beside it, because once it has that diamond sign, it means that you're gonna have to pay, and we are trying not to pay. Trying to pay only the things we need to pay for.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week.
So we can then move this subtitles up somewhere here, so that people can see it and read it readily, like this, somewhere here. Right, that's why I said if I had like more time, if I were actually doing this content for real, I would actually take this design that Gemini created for us and go into Photoshop or Canva and just remove some things, create more spaces, put my correct logo and other things. It's very easy to do, but I'm not going to tease that. It's not very important. Try to create something. If you can't, get into the community and ask me. We're going to find a way to pass the information to you. So let me try and see if I can find something better here. Okay, I think I'm just going to leave it here. But let me take something colorful. Something like this one.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves. If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game.
So you see how we are creating the piece of content. So I can hold this one and pull it up here. Let me press play.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming. City is currently sitting second, but look at the trend. 3 draws in their last 5, including that stalemate against Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal and Man United to narrow results recently. The bookies have priced this as a 4-0 blowout, but my model suggests a serious fatigue factor for Pep's side. Official prediction, Man City wins, but they don't cover. I'm calling a 2-1 or 3-1 finish. The value isn't on the City money line. It's on the Wolves plus 2.5 handicap. That is where the smart money is hiding. But listen closely. That is not my safest play of the weekend. For the punters who compound and play for long-term profit, I have identified one lock of the day from a different game week 23 fixture where the keeper save percentage has dropped to a career low 56%. I cannot post that pick here. It would crash the odds. To unlock the Oracle Safe Pick, head over to www.safepick.com right now. Complete.
So something to notice, whenever you're fixing subtitles, when you mention your domain, always mention it as one line. Mention it as the same line. Don't just make it show up like this, right? Mention it as one line. I'm not gonna do that, but always remember that.
Now, complete the quick access check and get the exact score line before the markets move. Visit the www.safepick.com right now. or click the link in top comments or account bio.
So this is not a perfect piece of content. I won't even use CapCut if I'm editing. I would use Premiere Pro, right? Premiere Pro costs at about $30 something a month. I don't know, I've forgotten. Maybe the student plan is cheaper. And something else that I know is that Premiere Pro is better than CapCut. I'm not saying it as an argument or anything. It's better than CapCut, right? There are other software that are on Premiere Pro's level, but CapCut is not one of those software that's on Premiere Pro's level. So this is a piece of content that we've created together. You watched me piece this. This wasn't existing a couple minutes ago. So now we can go ahead and click on export. I won't click on export now. They're gonna say I'm using a standard feature. I'm gonna click on export. It says 13 features left. It says log into CapCut. I'm just gonna use one of my channels to log in here, asking for my date of birth. I don't know why. Maybe they wanna wish me happy birthdays and stuff. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and click on export again. You can see it's exporting. See how we created that. Now, note that your video can be better. All those airspaces that the guy would pause because he's AI, you need to cut them out. Make it very fast-paced. Because when you make it fast-paced, it's then gonna look less AI. It's gonna look more human. That was even the first thing you're supposed to do. Go ahead and cut it, but I cannot go ahead and cut the whole thing here. I'm just telling you, you have to do it for your own. Why I'm not gonna do it is because cutting that is gonna add an extra 30 minutes to this video. We don't want to do that to you. You see how it's exporting right now? Once it's done exporting, as you can see here, we're then gonna go ahead and look at thumbnail. I know that for short form videos, thumbnails might not be very compulsory, but when you're doing long form video, you need to nail your thumbnail. You need to make sure you nail it. Even for short form, you need to be very intentional, because the more intentional you are with your thumbnail choice, what is the cover of your short form post, the more chances you are giving yourself to go viral. Because there are some things that when you use it as the cover of your short form post, be it on YouTube Shorts, on Facebook Reels, on Instagram Reels, on TikTok, it's gonna take off. Or even on Pinterest, it's gonna take off, or Threads or X, it's gonna take off. So you can see it has exported. I can click on done. Right now, if I go into my phone and I go here, I should now have this video. It should be able to play right now.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap. The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming. City is currently sitting second, but look at the trend. 3 draws in their last 5, including that stalemate against Brighton. Wolves are rock bottom of the table, yes, but they've held both Arsenal and Man United to narrow results recently. The bookies have priced this as a 4-0 blowout.
Now, this is what we just created. This video is not perfect, but it's something. At least you have seen how a video is formed, how a video is brought to life. You can then go ahead and sharpen your skills, sharpen your skills, sharpen your skills. Don't think that making money online is something that is supposed to be easy. You just come, you press a couple buttons and you're making $1 million. No, that is not how it is, right? There is a learning curve. There is a learning curve, very steep learning curve. But when you learn it, you're gonna be on the side of the people who are happy that they are winning. So, as I said, we have a video done. We can go ahead and upload this video. The video is inside my computer. I can literally go into my phone from my computer. This is my phone inside my computer. So I can go ahead and copy the video out. You can see the video. It says IV. That's what CapCut normally names their videos. I don't know why. So I just go ahead and click on copy. Then I can go into my computer here and I can paste that piece of video here that I've created. And like I said, this video is not perfect, but I wanted you guys to see me formulate a video from the ground up with AI for a particular niche. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on where it says VLC Media Player right here.
If you're betting on Man City to just show up and crush Wolves in game week 23, you are walking into a massive trap.
So normally I would be zooming into this guy's face. I would be doing all these things here. But the thing that's going to motivate me is if I get enough students inside the APO community asking me for extensive video production, or you can tell me what your own type of video is, the niche you're choosing to go, I can help you understand the assembly line, the things you're going to need to create your own video. You can show me your competitors. I can tell you this is your competitor. That's what the community is for. It's not like we are selling information. The only information that's inside there that you're not going to see outside is information that is kind of gray hat in the middle of a very thin line between black hat and white hat. So we have to keep that in there. So you see how we created this video right here in front of you.
The public is blind to what the data is actually screaming.
So this video can be better, a whole lot more better. I could make everything better. I could make everything better, literally. I love the fact that you guys watched me create this the way it is, because people do not know how these things work. They are just on the consumption side of things. They don't understand how to produce videos, how to produce content, how to monetize it properly, either with CPA marketing or through ads or through sponsorships or through affiliate opportunities. So these are very critical things. You can see how we created this video here. This video is not perfect, but it's something that you've seen. So now that you've seen that, I know that what we've created is a short form video, but let's just assume that this was a long form video. In fact, let's go to YouTube here right now and let's just search for Man City versus Wolves prediction. You can see people are searching for Man City versus Wolves prediction. Let's search for that and see. So perfect. You can see what this person's thumbnail looks like right here, and it has 1.4k views. Let me see what the guy is doing, but I like to analyze competition very, very well. So you can see it has the same format of video.
Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Manchester City. Now this might shock a few people, but I've got Man City winning 4-0, with Erling Haaland grabbing the first Premier League hat-trick this season.
Okay, so this is what this guy is saying. He has 48 hours football. 48 hours football. That's the name of his brand, and he has this type of thumbnail where it's just his face. So I'm just showing you how to look at your competition. So I can choose to go with this kind of thumbnail if that's what I want to do, or I can choose to go with something like this. So we can also look at this guy's thumbnail if we're trying to do something long form. So we can see what his thumbnail is. vidIQ is already showing it to us. So you can see what his thumbnail looks like. So what I would normally do is I would download my competitor's thumbnail. So I just clicked on download here. vidIQ makes everything easy. So if I come here as well on this guy's video now, or let me look for someone who did a long form video here. This one looks like an AI video, or isn't too bad. So see what these guys are doing here. They have this format where they have the two logos, Premier League logo here. Look at this format as well. So there's a lot of formats here. So this is another format right here. 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 So we'll go ahead and open up this guy's video right here to save his thumbnail. vidIQ is going to open it up. Click on this video thumbnail, and we download this thumbnail as well. So I'm going to show you why we're downloading people's thumbnail. I'm going to show you how we're going to bring it to life. So you know the guy, the character that we used, that particular character, we're going to need to get his video, the piece of content that he's in. We are going to need that piece of content that his face is in. There's a reason for that. So this is the piece of video where the guy was speaking. So we just have to go ahead and open up this video with VLC media player, or just any media player you have. I can click on tools here, and okay, not tools, I can go to video here. I can take snapshot. So I've taken a snapshot of this guy's face right now, like where he's talking. Then I can then crop that image a little bit. Don't worry, you're gonna understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. And like I said, your own video, the video you're gonna have to create, might have different moving parts to it. It does not have to be like mine. Your own video might have a totally different method or a totally different assembly line to it, what you have to put together to get a video done, right? So I'm gonna like open up this image now. I'm gonna try to edit. Okay, this is not an image. I was looking for an image. I was going for video instead. Okay, this is the image right here. So I'm gonna open up the image. I'm gonna click on this edit right here because my computer has an inbuilt photo editor. So I just crop down like this. There's a reason for that. I want to get the guy's face very well so that his face will be used on the thumbnail that we create. Then I want to zoom from here, so I'm going to click on save, right? So I have this guy's face right here right now. So what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to go into Gemini. I'm going to prompt it again. I'm going to say I want to create horizontal thumbnail. I want to use a tool like vidIQ to generate the thumbnails automatically. I want to give it my competitors video, my competitors thumbnails, and then give it the face of my own character, right? Of my own character slash avatar who speaks for me, so that he'll have his face on the thumbnail that will be generated. Do you understand what's happening here? So we can then go ahead and upload the things that we need to upload for it. For example, this sample thumbnail from the guy that we're copying, C knows the score. Then we need to copy our own face, the face of the guy who we are using on our channel right here. So we'll go to pictures right here, we'll scroll down. Okay, this is the picture that I cropped. I took a snap of. I need a prompt that I can give to vidIQ to have it generate thumbnails for me, help me. So I'm telling it that I want to give this sample thumbnails to vidIQ, and I want to give it my speaker's face, that I want it to create a thumbnail that's going to have this guy's face on it and this kind of settings for me, that it should give it to me. The prompt I'm going to give to vidIQ, because vidIQ has a thumbnail generator. I'm going to show you how to use it right now. So we'll go ahead and click on submit. And as I said, when you're going to go and use vidIQ, copy the link that's going to be on the screen right now. Copy the link out, just copy it out exactly the way it is, paste it into your browser, and it's going to take you to the discount page that we have locked for you as Education Project Online viewers. So this is the prompt that it has given us. So we just want to go into vidIQ now. We'll go to where it's going to say new chat. And when we go to where it's going to say new chat, it's going to bring us to the page that's going to look something like this. Black, it's going to have the logo, it's going to load, then it's going to show us what we came for. So we want to go ahead and give it this prompt that Gemini has given us, which is this prompt here. So we'll go ahead and copy out this prompt right now. When we copy it out, we go into vidIQ, we paste the prompt right there. So it says a high impact professional Premier League betting thumbnail, 16:9 aspect ratio. On the right side, a high resolution cutout of a professional male presenter who looks exactly like the young man in a shirt that we've attached his image with an excited expression pointing towards the center, and the center is going to have a large versus logo, high contrast logos for Manchester City and Wolverhampton Wanderers. The background is blurred, atmospheric football stadium, night at large, bold yellow, white, saying best bets and game week 23, vibrant purple and color grade, professional sports broadcast aesthetic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add to it and say we have also attached the screenshots of what sample thumbnails look like. Create very effective high click through rate thumbnails for us. So we can then go ahead and attach those things that we wanted to attach, which are most likely images right here. So this is the image of the young man that's speaking for us. Then we'll click on attach again, we'll select images. We can go ahead and attach this guy's thumbnail and the other guy's thumbnail, but this guy's thumbnail is kind of whack. It's kind of whack right there. So let's just use only one thumbnail example here. Once it loads here, as you can see, we could then click on this arrow here, and vidIQ is going to do its thing. You're going to see what vidIQ is going to do for us right here. It says thinking. So these are all AI tools. You can see how AI is making work easier and better. If you still even have design tools, which is what I find myself doing almost all the time, design tools and design skills. If you have those skills, you can then take what AI gives you, then you go into there and fine tune it. It saves you a lot of time of having to create things from scratch and all those things. So these are the little things that when you understand, it sets you apart. Okay, so I made a mistake. I gave it the prompt. I gave it the prompt in the chat. I was supposed to give it to it in the thumbnail section. So we had to click on tools here and go to thumbnail generator. That was my fault. I actually forgot that you had to select thumbnail generator, because like this is what most AI tools look like. So we're here now, so we'll just go ahead and describe the thumbnail idea again, and then here where it says reference is where we can upload those two examples that we picked up, the one from C Knows the Score and the one from the other channel that we picked up. So we can just select this and add it here as reference, click on continue. Then here where it says faces and objects, that's where we can then add that our speaker's face, the guy that's speaking for us as an avatar. Like I said, you can speed up your videos, your AI videos, to make it more entertaining. You can speed it up, you can cut out all the airspaces to make it better. This one I did is not perfect, but I wanted you to see how we make it come to life. So we'll click on save subject right here. And now that we've done that, we can then go ahead and generate something. So we'll go ahead and click on continue, and we can go ahead and click on here as well. So let's see what it's going to give us now. So you can see that by just putting in a prompt into vidIQ, it has generated this thumbnail for us. You see the power of these tools. Normally we would have to go into Canva and all, and Photoshop and all. I know we can still go into there and fine tune what it has given us, but you can see what it has given us so far. And you can see that the guy here somehow looks like this guy here. Let me zoom into his face. You can see that they kind of look alike. Just that one is blonde, the other one is kind of has like black hair. That's just the difference, but they look alike. As you can see here, it's better than what C knows the score has here. You can see his own, and it's on the same level as what this guy has here. This guy is kind of good, but like you can see that we're doing something good. So you can see that this guy in the last 20 hours, guys, in the last 20 hours has gotten 11,000 views on a 23-minute video, because he's taking this thing I'm teaching you now seriously. He might not be doing CPA marketing, but he's definitely getting money from ad revenue. He's definitely getting money from sponsorships. So this guy is talking about the Bodo Glimt Man City match that I found that was supposed to happen today. He's predicting on the Copenhagen versus Napoli match. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the names right, but you guys get what I'm saying. So you can see the kind of numbers that can be done. Imagine that you're pulling these kind of numbers at some point, which you might not start pulling it in the first day. That's a problem. People wanna start something today, and tomorrow everything is popping. You're making billions and billions. It doesn't work that way. You have to optimize, you have to iterate. That's how you get the result, and you have to weather the storm. The biggest disadvantage with online businesses is that when you're starting, most times the income is kind of slow or non-existent in the beginning. But when you weather the storm and follow through the process, you're going to get to a point where you're going to be making money and you're not working for it, and other people are then working for your own money, and then they're looking at you like you're having it easy or something. Meanwhile, you were able to go through the drought in the beginning. These are the little things that actually matter. So now that I've explained all these things, you've watched me create a video, create a thumbnail. If you wanted to create a like horizontal, vertical thumbnail like this for short form content, just screenshot it, give it to Gemini or whatever AI tool you use, prompt it to give you the prompt, put the prompt into vidIQ like I did here, create something. If you still need to move this to Canva or wherever to go and make it better, you can totally do that. So I'm gonna click on X here. I've saved the thumbnail that I got created for me. Now that I have my thumbnail created, the last thing you need to do is then go ahead and upload. Right, you just go to your channel. Like if you go to this guy's channel now, this guy's channel has a name. Obviously the name of his channel is C Knows the Score. He has this description here, which you can use AI to generate. You can tell it, hey, whatever AI tool you're using, hey Gemini, or hey ChatGPT, or hey Grok, or hey whatever, you can tell it, hey, I want to create my channel. This is what it's about. It's about football, or it's about fishing, or it's about pets, it's about cats, or it's about people who keep snakes, or it's about people who keep hamsters, or it's about people who want to become plumbers or woodworkers, or it could be any niche at all. You could do CPA marketing anywhere and take the money home with free traffic. So you tell AI what you're trying to do. Tell it that you need a channel art, like this is what a channel art is, but your channel art should always link to something. You should use it as advert. For example, if you look at Education Project Online's channel art, if I go to the Education Project Online channel, because I'm inside the channel currently as I'm recording this video, because this video is an Education Project Online training video, you can see that we have www.educationproject.online. This is telling you to visit this link. This is how to use the space here. Use it for advertising. Send it to your own thing. That's why you need to own your own domain name, your own thing. I already showed you how to set all those things up. Then you need to have something very simple here. Then you have a link in your account that people can click, right? Either they visit here by just going by themselves, or they click here, or they visit the link you're telling them to visit. That's why you need a domain name that's short and punchy and easy to remember. So I believe you're seeing the importance of vidIQ, you're seeing the importance of CPA and Locker, you're seeing the importance of buying your own domain, you're seeing the importance of using a tool like Aku if you do not have the ability or confidence to record, or you do not desire to show your face or use your voice. You've seen the importance of knowing prompt engineering, because it's the fact that I've read a book like this, that's what has given me the wherewithal. That's what has given me the ability to talk to AI tools like this, be confident with them, prompt them, give them proper context, continuous context, and proper patience to get what I want out of these AI tools. So now that we have a video created, we have our thing logged, we have all those things done, what we have to do now is very simple. Just upload the video. If it's a short form content, upload on different platforms. You can also ask AI, say, okay, I want to upload this video to TikTok. What are the best hashtags to use? Ask AI, study what your competition is doing, copy what they're doing, and try to be better. Don't just copy blatantly. Copy with innovation in mind. Copy with the intent to innovate. Then if it's on Instagram, you post with hashtags as well and captions. If it's on YouTube Shorts, you do something called SEO. And YouTube is kind of the major platform because like YouTube has insane longevity in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about how to upload. So to upload on YouTube, you need title, descriptions, and tags. Tags are the keywords that you're trying to rank for. So this Web IQ comes in again. So we can go to where it says keywords. And since this is the video title we want to drop, this video here titled Premier League Predictions, Game Week 23, Man City versus Wolves Predictions. You can go ahead and copy that. And that thing I told you about 3 variations, we can go ahead and tell Gemini and say, hey Gemini, we need to post the video now. The proposed title is, you put the title, which is this. I want 3 more title variations that I can test with. Sorry, 2 more, because I already have 1, so I'm gonna need 2 more. 2 more title variations that I can test with. And I also need to paste tags for you so you can use those keywords in my body of tags to write an SEO optimized and click first video description. So you guys see what I'm doing here. These are the things that can actually, like, these are money skills. I'm giving away money skills for free here. So you can then go ahead and tell it, like that's Gemini, tell it that the keyword tags are pasted below. So we can then go ahead and click on here and we can go ahead and look for keywords. So we can go ahead and set those keywords that we're searching for back then. We said Man City versus Wolves. You can go ahead and look for keywords like that. All right, so Man City versus Wolves. So Man City versus Wolves, we copy this keyword. Man City versus Wolves, watch along. That's not what this is. Wolves come back, Man City, Wolves versus Man City, Man City versus Wolves, extended highlights, post-match interview, Jota goal, Wolves, Man City. So I know what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for betting keywords because that's what I'm trying to do. And funny thing about this kind of channel, this kind of niche that I chose now is that this niche has room for affiliate money because all the bookies, they pay affiliate money when you get people to sign up through your link. So you can actually capitalize on that and actually add an extra stream of income. But like I said, I do not recommend you guys copy this niche because this video is going to be viewed thousands of times. So we need to be very careful, pick a niche that's going to work for you. So we pick up all these keywords. I go into Gemini, I paste some of these keywords here. Let me find more keywords. We're not done. Let's go ahead and search for Man City versus Wolves predictions right there. Okay, so we're seeing Premier League predictions, all these things here. So Man City versus Wolves predictions. It doesn't have a lot of search. Premier League, Manchester City, Premier League predictions, Man City, Wolves, Man City versus Wolves, Manchester City versus Wolves, Wolves, Man City, City versus Wolves, Man City, Wolves, Man City highlights. So we'll copy these keywords here. We'll go into Gemini right here. We paste. Then we go ahead and look for more keywords. We're gonna go the route of game week 23 because Gemini told us that particular match is gonna go down in game week 23. So game week 23 predictions. Let me see what keywords I can find here. Okay, so game week 23 predictions does not have a lot of search. Nottingham City, Wolves, Fantasy Premier League. Okay, so this one is the one that has search. Premier League predictions week 23, week 23 predictions, week 23 tips. Okay, but they don't really have a lot of search, but people might be searching for them though. Let's just put them in there. So Premier League prediction, this one has some search. So remember that there is still the La Liga, there is Italian League, there is the Netherlands Eredivisie, there is the Chinese football, there is football from Turkey, there is football from different parts of the world, even Africa. There's South African League, guys. So this is very big, but I won't recommend you just go there and tie yourself down. If you want to go into the niche, spread your wings. You can even go into basketball, hockey, tennis. Those things have people interested in them. It's just that you're not looking at them, so you think it doesn't exist, right? But it does exist in real life. So we'll go into Gemini here, we'll paste all these keywords, and we'll go ahead and put in this prompt. So it's gonna suggest 2 more titles that we can use to test. Then it's gonna take the tags that we've found from vidIQ and then write an SEO optimized description for us. I strongly recommend you also still retouch your things a little bit by yourself when you're done. So you can see option 1 says Man City versus Wolves is a trap, Premier League prediction. So option 2 this, then we have the option 3, the one that we are going to use. So this is the description right here. So it has tags and all these things right here. So these are the tags that we can then put in our videos. So to show you how to upload is very simple. For example, this is the Education Project Online brand channel. We'll go ahead and click on plus right here, click on upload. It's going to take you into the YouTube studio on your own YouTube channel, your own YouTube account. If you do not know how to create a YouTube channel, please just go ahead and search. There's videos out there that's going to show you that. That's not what this video is about. So here we can go to downloads. This is the video we want to upload. This video here, click on that, click on upload. You can see it's uploading. You can see it now has room for title. So we've not unlocked that feature of testing multiple thumbnails. When you unlock it, you're gonna see it here. It's literally very simple. So we'll just go ahead and go into Gemini right now. Particular title I want to use is this one, but I think I'm going to go with this one that it gave me right here. So I'm going to put that title here. So you can see that vidIQ is scoring our title to 83 of 100. And we scroll down here, it says description. This is where we'll paste our description. Like I said, you can always add your own human touch to all these things. We're just using AI to help speed up work and do the redundant things that you're going to have to repeat and repeat and repeat over and over and over again. So we can just come into here right now, literally inside the YouTube channel. We'll paste that as description so we can just read through what it has. And I always like to bring my links to the top. Unlock the pick of the day. I'm just going to take this, I'm going to copy it out. See where the human touch comes in. I just rearrange, but AI is doing the bulk of the work, so I can go ahead and put in www.safepicks.com, assuming that that is the domain we purchased. I already showed you guys how to purchase domain, set everything up so that people can just click on here. But just know that for links to be clickable on YouTube, it has to have the whole https://www. then the domain name so that it's clickable on YouTube. But YouTube doesn't just allow any type of channel to unlock. You have to reach some levels, then they're gonna let you put links in the description because of spammers and scammers. So you can see all this space in here. So you can see how we've put our link first. That means we're optimizing for click first. So we can say unlock the safe pick of the day. People are gonna visit this link right here. So you can see the video that we've created and uploaded here. So now it's asking for thumbnail. So it says you can change the thumbnail on the mobile app. So this is what I was telling you, that if you want to control the cover of your short form content, you can still do that, but you do it on the mobile app. So you can do that on mobile app before you upload, because you still have access to YouTube Studio on the YouTube Studio app on mobile. Playlist, we don't want to do that. Is it made for kids? Yes or no? You decide whether your content is made for kids. In this case, it's not made for kids, so I select no. Then here it says altered content. It says, does it make a real person appear to say or do something they didn't say or do? Alters footage of a real event or place. Generates realistic scene that didn't actually occur. So this is a realistic looking scene that didn't actually occur, because this is an AI tool that we're using to speak this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and select yes, because this was created by AI. So here I could go ahead and go down here where it says tags. So you can choose if you want to allow chapters and moments, allow automatic places. I don't want that here. Allow automatic concepts. We can let them see the concepts. Then tags here is where we'll go ahead and put our tags. So I have my tags here that I gave to Gemini. He gave them back to me as this right here, cluster of tags. So let's go ahead and copy this. Then Gemini is telling us to put this in our pinned comment, like to put our safest pick of the day in the pinned comments right here, and put a link there as well, right? So I'm just showing you how to do this stuff, have AI assist you and all. So you see what we just did here, we added tags, and vidIQ is rating our tagging 100 of 100. You see, you can do this with your normal brain. So here it says video language, either you select it or it's going to be auto detected. Publish to subscribers, you select whether you want that. Allow embedding, you select whether you want that. The comments, you can choose to leave comments on or off depending on what you're doing. You can set the moderation level you want on your comments. Then you can choose to show people how many people like the video or how many people do not like the video. You can choose who is allowed to comment. Sometimes you can want only subscribers to be able to comment, or only members. That is possible with YouTube nowadays. So you can see what our video is going to look like. It's going to say Man City versus Wolves is a trap, Premier League game week predictions and betting tips. So that's what this is supposed to be. Then you can click on next right here, and then you can choose to add a related video, but we're not going to do that. Go to next right here. No copyright found because we created this video ourselves. Go to next right here. We can then select whether we want it to be public, private, or unlisted. If you want to save the link, maybe you don't want to like upload it yet, you want to go to your device and maybe set the right cover or the right thumbnail you want for this, you can then set it as private or unlisted first. But if you want to post immediately, you select public and just click on publish. But if you want to schedule, you still select public, and then you select the date that you want it to publish on. You can select whatever date you want at whatever time you want, and it's gonna be scheduled if you click on schedule here. So ladies and gentlemen, this is literally how we create traffic for free. So this thing can be done on TikTok, it can be done on YouTube, it can be done on Instagram, it can be done on Threads, it can be done on X. The reason I normally go towards YouTube is because YouTube is a platform that has longevity. You can totally record something today and that thing is going to stay there for a long while. Just that in this kind of niche, in some niches like the entertainment niche or the news, gossip niche or this kind of things, or sports niche, views go up and go down. It goes up and goes down. So you need to be proactive, you need to be consistently posting. But when you're going for evergreen niches, maybe like health, wellness, beauty, all those things, you can totally post and have that video last 5 years, 10 years. So you lock whatever valuable thing you have, you create traffic to it, and like I said, you just need one thing. So you can then go ahead and focus on making content. People are going to be sign up for your stuff. Choosing to do this thing, you can create a lot of income sources for yourself. You can start off with CPA marketing in mind, but you're going to get to a point where you're going to start making ad revenue if you're doing YouTube or X or Facebook. If you're doing Instagram or TikTok, you're going to get to a point where you can start getting sponsorships. People are paying you to post things for them or to promote their products or software. If you're building an email list from it, you can also have an email list of people. So these are things that you can actually do. And what's it going to cost you? Yearly plan of CPA and VAS Locker. Just have one file or a few files that a lot of people are going to be able to download. Pay for your domain name. Connect everything together. Connect your search results so that you show up on Google when you need to. You need to pay for your vidIQ tool. It's gonna help you if you're focusing on YouTube. It's gonna really help you. You need to pay for Acool if you don't want to record with your face or do faceless videos. You need a human face. You can pay for Acool. You don't have to pay for the $500 a month plan that I'm using. You can pay for whatever plan you want. And like I said, we save you money. So on the screen currently, as I'm saying these things, you're gonna see all the links that we have, all the deals. So you copy the link out, you just copy the link out exactly the way it is. Copy it out from the HTTPS to the end, take it to your browser, paste it there, and it's gonna take you to our specific link. So now that I've explained everything and I've walked you through everything here, I believe this video should be able to give someone a head start so that when you're even coming into the Education Project Online communities, maybe you want extra support, you wanna show me your work, you want me to see what you're doing and correct you and criticize you and tell you, no, do this like that, do that like that. Or you guys want more detailed production videos, like you want to watch me create videos. Another thing that can happen is that you people can ask me and say, hey Daniel, this is the kind of niche I want to go into. What do you think about the niche? What do you think about the assembly points? Like what would I need to put together to create a video for this particular niche? Do you think it is long term or short term or something that has huge spikes and lows and all those things? So I can help you answer those questions. That's what the community is about. We are not selling information. I strongly believe, and every person who works with Education Project Online believes, that education should be free, especially financial education, because the internet is a blessing. We need to make use of it. But if you do not know how to make use of it, it's a problem. And when people keep selling this thing for $1,000, $10,000 and all, it's a problem. The money we charge for EPO communities is a small fee every month to keep things running and to make it worth my time to give you guys attention, answer your questions and all. Because I'm the lead tutor with Education Project Online. There's going to be a whole lot of other tutors coming on teaching. You're going to see them very soon. But as for now, I'm the lead tutor and I'm going to tell you the truth. Make sure you're not the type of person that's going to watch this and tomorrow you're watching a video about crypto. Next tomorrow you're watching a video about airdrop. Next tomorrow, just pick one thing. Please, just pick one thing. Focus on that thing for 1 year and you're going to see whether you made the right decision or not. I'm going to let you be the judge of that. Now, I'm going to give you 3 simple instructions. I'm going to give you these 3 simple instructions. These 3 simple instructions is what you should go out there and continue doing. So instruction number 1, I actually wrote it down here. Instruction number 1 is to find a competitor. Instruction number 2 is to turn one of their videos into either a short form video or long form video, depending on what you are trying to achieve, and add a twist to it. Look at it from the point of view of topic, angle, format, and length, like I taught you earlier. Use that to dissect the content, understand the content, and see what you can bring to the table to make a difference. Then you need to post and create videos perfectly. If you have issues that with creating, or you feel like what you're doing is not up to par, or you need it to be looked at, you can then join the CPA marketing community. That's what the communities are for: help and troubleshooting, not education. It's education, but we're spreading the education for free. We're giving it away for free. That's why you're able to watch this publicly on the internet. The only pieces of information that we're gonna ever charge money for, or we're gonna lock away, is not even because of money. We're locking it away because it cannot be in the public eye. If it's in the public eye, it's gonna cause a lot of controversy on the internet. You guys who have been following our movement for a long time know what has happened with us as a brand. So these are not jokes. There's actually media corporations out there that do not want you to say some certain type of things to people in mass quantities. So we have to lock those pieces of content elsewhere. So just to clarify, what I'm saying here is that the base education that you're gonna get is free. We're gonna teach everything that we know for free. Give you the information just like we just did here. Now I'm sure you've not seen someone sit down to teach like this for free. I'm able to do that because I do not depend on these things for survival. I have businesses. I'm actually an internet marketer for real. So communities are for troubleshooting, for asking questions, for criticism, for group work. Sometimes you might want to join the communities and it's going to be closed. When it's closed is because maybe there's too many people in the communities and we need to reduce, or for some reason we just have it closed, like, because there's no need collecting people's money if you're not going to be able to answer their questions and look at their stuff. So literally, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this thing. Just create something valuable, lock it, and send evergreen traffic to it in a logical way, right? If I were to do this football niche right now, I'm going to do it with my face. I'm going to open up a new brand, I'm going to do it with my face so that I simplify the whole thing. And at some point, I'm even going to be paying editors. I'm going to be making money from CPA. I'm going to be making money from ad revenue from YouTube. I'm going to be making money from sponsorships. I'm going to be making money from telling people to place their bets through my affiliate link, like to create their bookie account through my affiliate link, trying to close deal with bookie companies and all. So ladies and gentlemen, all the affiliate links that we've given to you are going to be all up on the screen. Just copy the link out, use the links. All the links are going to be up on the screen. Depending on the platform where you're watching this video, where you're seeing this video, the links might also be below the video or in the pinned top comment section of the video, depending on the platform you're watching the video on. I don't know where you're going to watch this video. Might be on a website, might be on a social media platform. We are keeping all our content like gold because we know that the media corporations can delete us and censor us and ban us and gatekeep people from seeing our stuff, but they can't stop us from producing the content. So we always have the content. And it's all about like putting the content out there, having it by ourselves, having total control. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you can lock stuff for real and get results for real. So I think we've done a good job, a great job here. If you want to join the Education Project Online communities, just visit the link on the screen. Copy out the link exactly the way it is. Visit the link on the screen. And when you visit that link, watch the video there. It is no guarantee that you're gonna do what I do. It's no guarantee that you're gonna, because this is not a get rich quick scheme or any of those things. I'm actually trying to help people for real. So coming to come and tell you that you're gonna make $1 million as a promise is an immoral thing to do. So I'm not gonna do that, but I know that for a fact people can become millionaires, people can make hundreds of thousands of dollars, people can build businesses, people can change their life, people can become financially free, all with the power of the internet, electricity, internet, and work, intentional work. So those of you guys who are in the affiliate marketing community, I'm going to show you guys how we can use these videos that I'm recording to make a lot of money. But like I said, join the communities depending on what you want to learn, what you want to do. If you're watching this video, you're most likely trying to get into CPA marketing, but just know that there's other businesses that work as well, like selling digital products, both with free traffic and paid traffic. CPA marketing even has a paid traffic side of things. Email marketing is something that if you learn, it's going to help all your internet businesses because it's just an extra layer of income. So like these are little things that work. All these things work. Affiliate marketing works with free traffic, paid traffic, doing drop shipping, drop servicing. All these things work. So it's all about your decision and your focus and your dedication. So when joining communities, I strongly recommend you stay from anywhere from 6 months to 12 months, 6 months to 1 year, depending on what you're trying to learn. Give yourself that time. Don't just come and pay small money and think that in 30 days that you're going to get. Sometimes, depending on where you are, your experience level and all, in 30 days, you can make a lot of progress and even not need to pay again. And we don't have issues with that. You can totally cancel your payments whenever you want, or you can totally stop paying whenever you want. But don't think that you're going to come and because you paid me that in 30 days you're gonna get to where you're going. That's not how things work. Things take time. Things take real work. But when things get dialed in, the skill, nobody can ever take it away from you again. The things you gain, the assets you build, the digital real estate like channels, email lists, websites, funnels, and all that you build, nobody takes it away from you, right? So Clean Code Repository is a place where we purchase code templates from. I showed you guys how to set everything up, and I believe that this video is good enough to teach someone and help someone go from beginner to a point where you can get something going that can potentially start bringing you money through CPA, start bringing you money through ad revenue, that's YouTube ads or sponsorship if you're doing TikTok or Instagram Reels. Facebook pays ad revenue as well. X.com pays ad revenue as well, depending on the level you're using it from. So it can also bring you money through your own digital product sales. It can also bring you money through affiliate opportunities, depending on the niches you choose. So that's why it's always good to speak to someone like me or be a part of something like our community, because you can tell me, okay, Hustle, this is the niche I chose. How do I monetize properly? Do I use only CPA, or do I have other layers of monetization so that I can make the most amount of money off of what I'm doing? So now I believe I've shown you guys everything that you need to know, but there's something you need to know about YouTube. Like what I was saying about the communities, there is some pieces of information that we cannot put out here. A very good example of those kind of information is, for example, in this CPA marketing thing now, there's ways you can force algorithms to rank your videos or force algorithms to beat your competitors in the niches. Like there's ways to force the algorithm to that, but that's not something we can just put out in public because it might get the platforms angry. So we'll keep those kind of information inside the community. How to get results is just focus, ladies and gentlemen. Focus. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the last word I'm gonna leave with you here. Focus. As a one person, someone who's still starting, someone who has not even gotten any big win on the internet, please focus on one thing, trust yourself, bet on yourself, and show up every day, show up every time. It does not have to be every day, just show up every time. When it's time for you to show up, make sure you are showing up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this educational piece of content that you're watching now. I hope it helps you out. I hope you love it. I hope you like it. Share with your friends anywhere. If you're watching this on a platform like YouTube or Rumble or Facebook or X, anywhere, you share the link. If you're watching this on any of our independent websites where we reach people and spread these messages to people, share the link, copy the link, share the link, save it. You can take these pieces of content, absorb it, watch it a lot of times, become one with it, then go and take action. Ignore all the noise. A lot of people are making noise. The reason I make this kind of extensive videos is because I know what I'm talking about. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting your time. It's real. It works. You just have to work. So ladies and gentlemen, that's basically what it has to be. I'm going to see you all around. Peace.